Oh, we just lost Mary. Perfect timing.
Oh, no.
And welcome to Iconic Productions Friday Night Show. It Gets Worse. I'm Josh, the Dungeon Master and World Builder for our mostly 5th edition D&D campaign. With us tonight are Grace playing Vera the Halfling, not sorcerer, rogue monk. Beth playing Shoji. That'd be terrifying. Vera with magic? No.
Just no.
Shoji playing Beth, the...
Shoji playing
Just had my
Reality
first sip of
blending.
gin about 5 minutes ago, and we're already finding out the effect.
It's a magical new world
Definitely
for you.
better. Beth playing Shoji, the former necromancer, now resurrected golem by a rock from outer space. It's about all we know about it at the moment. Mary playing Almanya, the raven folk bard sorcerer. I think you've been a bard sorcerer now, a raven folk now for longer than you played as a dragonborn, so I'm just going to leave out the former dragonborn from now on. You're just you're
no,
raven
that's
folk
more
now.
backstory. I used to be a dragonborn. Very important. If I start saying random shit about like being a
Yeah,
dragonborn,
but the more things I have to say about you guys at the beginning of the episode, the less likely it is I will execute it smoothly, and the longer it takes to get into the game. And
Gives you
Yoshi...
more time to drink more gin.
Yes, exactly.
last opportunities to do it though.
And Yoshi playing Constantine, the half-orc fighter. We're playing a game. One point of order made a ruling last session where Spirit Guardians, if it is cast and then the person moves into you, you take damage. Looked up a bunch of things. Cool. Doesn't happen. Things like Spirit Guardians, Moonbeam, etc. When you cast it, it does not immediately deal damage. Cool. Official ruling. Out of the way.
Gavel.
When we last left our heroes...
You didn't do the thing.
What thing? This thing?
Yes.
I did.
Do the
Yes. I thought, okay, fine. I'll stick with the... Don't innovate, Josh.
No.
When we last
Never
left our
innovate,
heroes... This session's gonna be awesome. That was genuine. That was genuine.
We're doing great. We're doing great, ladies and gentlemen.
When we last left our heroes, they had wrapped up the last task before kind of the end game for their city here that they are trying to save from an invasion of ghouls led by what we think is probably a vampire lord. Also, the party's former patron.
Don't screw us over and say he's not a vampire.
I have never screwed you over.
He just happened to take
NPCs have screwed
secret
you
relics
over all the
from
time.
his daughter.
And last session, you had finally recovered the relics of the Death Watch, thus securing, actually paying back the Witchlight of the Death Watch for giving you equipment and intelligence. But having recovered the relics, you will also now, she will attempt to assist you from outside, but she has not shared any plans with you, so that your tiefling friend Damia does not betray her. Mary's struggling with our sound to her. Clarification at certain points. Not a problem.
Sorry, Mary.
It's fine. The more, when I repeat things, it's more likely that I will remember them, even if I forget to write them down.
Yeah, I don't know if your whole thing is just like very
Appreciate
fuzzy. I keep on, like going out and in, and sometimes I can't hear what's happening. I'm like, oh no, so I'm not sure.
Fantastic. It's just a discordant recap at the moment, so you're not missing anything.
Excellent.
And you guys met, in trying to get the relics, you met somebody who said that she was Samvelheim's daughter, a young, gorgeous woman in a red dress who got really bored with you guys really fast, and then Darina played on her antagonistic relationship with her father, and finally she just decided that you guys were just kind of dull and didn't understand what Samvelheim saw in you guys, and just kind of gave you guys the relics. You guys then went to deliver the relics, only to run into another group of, you don't really have a name for them yet, but these people who are going around disabling or what is it? Dragooning? That's the term, right? Forcing
Yeah,
into
Shanghai.
military service. Dragooning magic users because they firmly believe that evil magic users are the cause of all of the problems in their city.
Just a circle.
You all have Devin to thank for that.
We love you.
My thanks are genuine because that gave me just so much to play with.
Better tragic than magic. I have that.
I
written in
still
all
have that
caps.
list somewhere.
Yeah.
Amazing. Anyway, you destroyed a group of them, tortured the remainder before realizing that you were torturing people who were honestly trying to protect their homes and felt a little bad. And released the survivors after a contentious interaction between Darina and Damya. And then you, on your way back to the Mayweather district, as the sun was going down to meet with whoever it is that's coming on your strike team.
Steak team.
Apologies, your stake team.
666.
Which is sometimes spelled S-T-A-K-E and sometimes spelled like the meat.
It's both. We haven't written it down.
Ended as you were walking down the street. The sun has gone over the horizon. Shadows have lengthened.
Sorry, teacher.
I
Sorry,
have something to say.
Yes.
Beth.
I'm sorry. Okay, so before we get into the game, I just wanted to say something. So I'm really skillful when it comes to technology. I don't know exactly how Twitch works, but after the game last week, I noticed that Rookcat had gifted me a subscription. So I just want to say to Rookcat, I love your face. Thank you so much.
That's so sweet.
Sorry, I just want to get that
Thank you,
out there.
That's awesome. Thank you, Rookcat. That's amazing. Also, where's mine?
Yeah.
No. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Rookcat. That is wonderful. Cool. Are we ready?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, okay.
Sorry for being unruly children.
It's fine.
That's when you give kids.
You speak the truth.
I'm sorry. Did a teacher just say that's what happens when you give kids alcohol?
I was watching Golden Girls today, and that came up in their
You mean the source of all knowledge?
I have
and
so
wisdom?
many questions that I'm gonna leave for later because I will then forget them after I finish this gin. And we are going to bring it down into the late summer streets of the falling city of Onisher. And as the shadows lengthen, the alleyways darken, Vera, you suddenly whip your head around, and as you hear growling from an alley, and sets of red and yellow eyes begin to creep towards the mouth of the alley, towards you all.
Because I saw it first, am I allowed to hide free action? Because the minute I see that, I hide.
Where?
Behind him.
Everything in the alleys nearby that are creeping towards you and have gotten the drop on your group watch you run behind Constantine. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
And I also have like weird crap for, is it dark? I can
Yeah,
hide
this,
when lightly
this
obscured.
is
I
this
mean,
is dim light.
I can
sure.
hide behind anything
Roll
larger
a
than
stealth
myself.
check.
Mechanics
Roll
of
super
weird.
goddamn well.
I'm so gonna miss my card
I
game.
didn't. But it's still a 12.
A 12? Fantastic. Constantine, Vera's hiding behind you.
I was imagining I'm more like underneath.
You imagine
like in your knees.
You imagine that the eyes on that side of the street can't see her. But as you look over there, there are more sets of eyes. And as they creep towards the street, at least a dozen tall, lanky figures walk out. Pasty, pale, ghoulish skin, jaws long and distended, long tongue slavering with drool pouring down the jaws. And they creep out of the alleys, and they are just kind of surrounding you, none of them making a move yet. And as you wait, a last figure kind of pushes its way out of the alley. Fairly short, humanoid, human, pale skin, just like the ghouls. Doesn't appear to be like undead, but the teeth have been sharpened to points. The skin is covered in scars. Almost every bit of exposed skin is just scarred with these thick welts that you see are occasionally pulse. Wearing long, kind of a similar garb to the other cultists that you've seen, but with kind of a tattered, deep red cloth or something that's being worn almost like a priest's robes, or the shoot, I forget what it's called, but the kind of the mantle that runs all the way down.
Oh.
Scapular? That's the front of a monk's outfit.
And as this figure steps forward,
Stole.
yes, I think that's it. Good.
Let's go,
Points for you.
Catholic garment trivia. Alex, I would like Catholic garment trivia for 3.
So you're the ones.
Yes, we are the ones.
Been talking with the boss's daughter. That's a no-no.
Why not? She's a charming young lady. A credit to her very fine father.
Indeed, she is, but not for the likes of you.
I thought we treated her pretty well.
Have you final words?
Well, I don't use profanity, but if I had final words, I might. But I don't intend these to be our final ones.
Tear them to pieces.
And all
Those
of
are
the
good final
ghouls-
words.
And all of the ghouls just close on the party. Everybody roll initiative, please.
A good roll. A good way to roll. I changed my mind.
That's what.
Oh, Lord.
Are we rolling initiative? It kind of cut out
Okay.
for a bit.
Initiative.
Yes, we are
I
rolling
do
initiative.
That
Okay.
was bad.
I got a natural 20.
Woo!
Damn.
Go for the and also you're immune to these stupid ghoul bites, so you're the best.
Yes, I can
Suppose I am
get up
too.
in there with no worries. Yeah.
You're not gonna do anything to me now.
That's true.
All right. 25. Oh shoot, I'm running NPCs, aren't I?
Oh, I didn't roll for my 2
Yeah,
NPCs.
if you would
Hang on a
roll
sec.
for Galena and
I'm gonna
Durina.
give them their own colors so I don't.
Is anybody
confuse
else? I don't
myself.
think anybody else is with you. You've
You
got
didn't
oh
do
Damia.
anything
Damia.
else.
That's right.
Oh Lord, Galena, my dear.
Did you want me to run Damia?
I've got Damia. Actually, if you want to take Durina so that you're only running one
That'd be
additional
very
character
helpful.
there.
Roll better on her
My
initiative.
best
She's the only other
This
one.
doesn't count.
Durina,
Roll
Damia.
better on her initiative.
Karina's not here. Good. Okay. All right. 25 to 20.
You didn't.
20 to 15.
22.
Oh, 22 for
She
Shoji.
got that.
That's right. Cool. Yeah.
15 for Galena.
Shoji's definitely going first with a 22. 20 to 15.
15 Galena.
15 for Galena.
Is she still messed up on plague?
Yes,
Is that affecting her?
it is. Is
Stats
that not on
anyway.
that sheet?
I don't know what it does.
What's her current hit point total? Or
38.
maximum?
Which is lower than mine.
38. She's level 7. She's level 8 on there?
She's level 8.
She's on 5.
There it is. So her charisma should be at 12.
How does that affect her modifier?
Reduces it by 1, so she should have a +1 charisma modifier.
Okay.
There it is. And her constitution is -1. So she should be at, I think, 30 as her maximum hit points.
Okay. But she's not. Is she getting disadvantage on any rolls? Or anything like that?
She has disadvantage on ranged attacks because she's missing an eye.
Ah, yes. Depth perception is tricky.
Yep. So make sure that her maximum hit points is set to 30.
I lowered
Oh,
it.
good. Okay. 15 to 10.
13.
13 for Almania. Okay. Good. Oops, no. There it is. 10 to 5?
7.
7. For...
Vera.
Oh, for Vera? God, Vera just cannot roll.
9.
9.
Vera was squelching a swear word at the time and was distracted. That's exactly what happened.
Alright, so I've got
She's not
Shoji,
scared.
Almania,
It's maybe
Constantine,
because
Vera. What did Durina roll?
Oh, what did Durina roll?
She rolled a 4.
She rolled magnificently.
Cool. And what did Galena roll?
15.
Oh, I've got her on here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think that's everybody. Yes. These guys.
Read through her cool things first, because it's very small font.
And... Okay, got it. Shoji, top of the round.
I never said I could read my hand.
You guys are facing 15 combatants here, including the person who was speaking. You've got 10 just feral-looking ghouls, and then 4 that are a little bit bulkier, a little. I mean, they've got muscle, and they appear to be directing the ghouls. You are up. What would you like to do?
Oh. Okay. I'd like to go for the leader, the one who was speaking.
Okay.
Attack.
Okay. You sprint at the ghouls as they close in on you and just break through them and go straight for the leader. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
Yes. Okay. 16 plus 8.
16 and a 17?
Show.
Sorry, the first roll was a 16 plus 8, and the second was a 7 plus 8. Math.
So
I got
15.
2.5 hours of sleep last night. I'm not
Sorry.
worried.
That's okay.
The first one was a
With
lot.
math.
The
I'm
16
sorry.
plus 8 definitely hits. And the second one was a 7 plus 8, you said?
Which is indeed 15.
So both of those
Yes.
will hit.
I do math. I don't do arithmetic. So don't.
So you can go ahead and roll damage on both
Okay.
of those.
So 2d8 plus 5?
2d8 plus,
All right.
plus 10.
That's a 3. 10, that's right. Okay, so that's an 18 total.
Nice.
18 total. Okay.
Doesn't she get? Yeah, because she gets cool things against. No, only against demonic things, not against.
Yeah, only against demons.
Is that
Um,
demonic?
Okay, you run up, 2 axes slash across the front of this person who pulls out this serrated dagger and just kind of ting ting knocks both of the blades
Ooh.
aside, but you drive them back into the wall of the building. All right.
I'm mad that he has a serrated dagger because that's my thing.
Are you doing anything with your bonus action?
Can I spit in his eyes? Like I usually do.
Can you what?
Bonus action.
Try to blind him. Can I spit in his eyes and try to
You-
blind him
You spit.
like I usually
You
do?
spit at his face.
Oh wait, I don't have music.
Your saliva runs down his face, and he just grins at you with this big mouth of filed teeth.
I'm sorry. What saliva?
I was about to say, like, isn't
She
your
just
saliva
Shoji just.
like
Oh, I'm
sand?
sorry. That's right. We
She's
decided that
rock.
Shoji doesn't actually have saliva.
It's sand.
Yeah, some kind
Yeah.
of weird
I'm
sludgy
sorry,
sand hits him in the face.
That might actually work though. Sand in his face.
Galena, you're up.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe better chest get in the eye.
Galena, you're up.
I am up. I will. Do bonus action rage. Nope. Yeah. Okay. I will go up and pop with a quarterstaff. Does she get 2 attacks?
Who are you attacking?
The lead man.
The lead man. Oh, point of order. Shoji, you ran through ghouls,
Ooh.
and so 2 of them are going to take attacks of opportunity on you.
What does this look like?
Okay.
Oh, 14, I believe. I'm sorry, 16. Those are claws. 16, does that hit?
I have the 17 armor class.
17 armor class. Okay.
Nope, I got 17 armor class.
As you push through them, ghoul claws just scrape along your glassy skin. Galena, if you target the same gap.
Oh, those reactions have been burned.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you can just bust right through there.
Okay, I'll bust right through. Does she attacks twice,
Yes.
right? And still has a bonus action?
Yep.
Okay, so she'll hit him twice with quarterstaff.
Okay, roll 2 attacks.
Nat 20 on one of them.
Jeez.
And a not gonna hit on the other one, which is a 13.
13. Cool. Well, he definitely. Oh, he does not have it. Never mind. Okay, cool. Yeah, go ahead and
Stunning
roll.
strike on the one I hit.
Okay, you're attacking the main guy though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So roll. So roll the damage, and then add your dexterity, and then 8.
Cool. 6 plus dex is 9 plus 8 is 17.
17 points of damage.
17 and I'll stunning strike.
That hurts. Okay. Con save.
Yes.
I think.
I don't know what her save is.
Yeah, 21 to save. So he is
Right.
not stunned. You doing anything with the bonus action?
That was the bonus action. Is it?
No, I think you just spent a key.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
Still got a bonus action.
Bonus action. Sorry, I don't know how to monk. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I'd like to rewind to 15 minutes ago where you were like, "Oh, I can monk."
Bonus action, patient defense.
Okay. So remind me when I try to attack you, if I try to attack you, that those attacks have disadvantage. Okay. Cool. So you got 2 of you in front of him. Okay. So this guy is going to take a slash at both Galena and Darina
Disadvantage
right
on Galena.
in front. So disadvantage against Galena. Yeah, 11. Cool. And then an attack against Shoji. Also an 11.
Yay!
Cool. So this guy takes kind of this long dagger, slashes at both of you. Galena dodges effortlessly. Shoji, it scrapes off your skin. All right. Almanya, your turn.
Use some area of effect on these since they're grouped.
Okay. Question: was I healed after I left the last episode, or did
I
we take a
think-
rest? Or...
I think you should be at maximum because you took a whole bunch of damage in the fight with those guys, but
Yeah.
Damya dumped 40 points of healing
Oh, dang.
into you. Because she's a life cleric.
I had 5 hit points left, so I'm probably at 45 then, which is not my maximum. But
Okay.
I just want. I didn't know if anybody had healed me or anything.
Yeah, just add 40 to whatever
Okay.
you're at.
Yeah, then I'm at 45.
Okay.
Great. Okay. So, since my audio keeps jittering and it's being weird, what exactly do these people look like? Are these cultists like the other cultists that we saw before? The hoods?
No, this you have not seen somebody like this guy before. He is, I mean, he appears to be a living cultist, but is wearing robes that almost seem to mock those that you've seen other clerics wear, like the ones Damya is wearing underneath her armor. And he's covered in weird scars that kind of pulse.
Okay.
But the rest are ghouls.
The rest are ghouls. 10 normal-looking ones, and then 4 that look a little bit beefier.
Okay. Great. Fabulous. Awesome. Well, first I want to use Mantle of Inspiration
Yes.
for my bonus action. to give everybody 8 temporary hit points.
Mary, you're the best.
That's why I'm here. And burned a bunch of my spells last time. I'm gonna use Shatter on as many of them as I can hit.
Okay,
Nice.
10-foot cube or 15-foot cube?
Oh,
I think that's a. I think that's a
15,
I thought it was 15.
but
15 sounds about right. You can hit 2 of them.
all right, I'll take it.
Not grouped.
No, they are surrounding you guys.
It's not good.
It is a 10-foot radius sphere.
10. So yeah, you can hit 2 of them.
All right, great. Yeah,
Oh, 10-foot radius?
yeah, 10-foot radius sphere.
Holy crap! Why does shatter seem to change every time I look at it? Cool. Yeah, you can. You can hit 2 of them. So it's a con save.
Yep.
1 success, 1 fail.
Awesome. Let me
3d8.
gonna be 15 thunder damage for the one who failed and 7 for the one who succeeded.
Okay. Cool. Boom! The dust of the street is blasted away. Several of the ghouls kind of stumble back before righting themselves and charging in again. One of them looks just so badly hurt, and another one is pretty damaged. Bones are sticking up out of its necrotic flesh, but it's still coming forward. Okay. And that's them. Okay. So who's... Okay, you know what? I'm actually just going to use my tokens for this fight, because that's just easier. All right, Vera, you and Constantine are right there. Shoji's over there, along with Galena. Whoop. Okay, cool. All right, so they close in on you, and these just normal-looking ghouls are going to take 2 attacks at everybody except Shoji and Galena, because you guys are off in that direction. So 2 attacks against Damia. These are, you know, 1 bite. One of them will bite, one of them will claw. 2 and a 1.
Wait, what dice are you using, Josh?
Blue. I don't have any red d20s. Damn it.
My work is done here.
God, I thought I had spaced them out so that I had multiple colors of d20s. I gotta. Well, that one's got blue. They've all got blue on them.
Ha ha ha.
Okay, the remaining 8 are all attacking Vera.
I thought so. Watch you roll nat 20s on all those blues
Yes.
for the rest of the episode.
So 2 of them go for Damia. She smacks one off effortlessly, and the other one goes to bite her, and its jaws just, or its teeth just shatter against her armor. Natural 1s. Okay. Cool. Those 2 are going to go for Almania. Almania, 2 attacks against you. 15 and 16. I think the 16 hits.
16 just hits. Yeah.
Okay. 16. So, take damage. Alright, so Almania, the 2 that you hit with Shatter come slavering towards you. One of them bites onto your armor and just can't tear through the leather. The other one claws you, and you take 8 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Well, that was on my 10 hit points, but at least I did that. Con, you said?
Oh, everybody's got temp HP. I should. Yes.
Yeah.
Did everybody write
Because
that in there?
Barry's the best.
Everybody's got 8 HP, temporary HP. What's the con?
10. Not great.
10 is exactly what you needed to not be paralyzed for 1 minute.
Oh, dang.
Fabulous. I'll take it.
Yeah, that would be bad. 2 attacks coming at Darina, a bite and a claw. Bite rolls an 11.
No.
And then the claw's a 16, which I
No.
believe does. Darina?
Durana has 17.
How does she have 7? What's she
She's
wearing?
in armor.
Muffled chainmail.
Chainmail should be 15 plus.
And
Dex.
she has fighting style defense.
And she's got a +1 dexterity modifier?
Yes.
That would be it. Okay, so because it would be 15 plus dex, which would get her to 16, but
16 plus this
fighting style. Okay, both miss. Damn! I did not know Dorina was that hard to hit. Alright. Those two... Okay, so these two are attacking Almania. These two attacked Damia.
Everybody protect the
These two
spellcaster.
attacked Dorina. Alright, Constantine. They're definitely gonna hit you.
Oh yeah.
In your plate mail.
Oh god. So one of them just slashes a claw across your armor. You just kind of look down as it screeches across, look back, like, is that the best you got? While another one lunges for your neck and just clips its teeth on your huge shoulder pauldrons, which also shatter. Not the pauldrons, the teeth.
I'm saying, like,
Sorry,
figure out your antecedents
just
before
for
you
clarity.
continue with your sentence.
And Vera,
Yes.
you rolled a 12 on your stealth, correct?
Yes. But I also spoke to the guy in between.
Oh,
so
you
I'm
did.
not hiding.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So two
No,
attacks
that's fun
against
with
you,
me
bite and a
talking.
claw.
You have a
Bite
very
misses.
high, quavery voice.
16 I think also misses.
It misses.
Okay, ghouls suck.
No, it's my dice
There's
curse.
25,000 of these guys. This is what we have to
Yeah,
deal with?
there are a ton of them. Constantine, you're up.
Protect
okay,
the
so they-
spellcaster.
does.
So you guys are
Where am I?
completely surrounded. You're just kind of standing in a pentagram here. That's the star. But you're
Say that's satanic.
well, you can do only if you draw the lines in
Steve
between.
Teeps.
You guys are standing kind of at a pentagon. There we go. In a pentagonal perimeter there. You're each dealing with two ghouls.
Okay.
Pentagon.
So where's Damia? Or
Damia.
Almania in comparison to where I am?
Oh, Almania. If you turned right around, she would be in front of you.
Oh.
So she's kind of on the other
And
side.
she has two ghouls on her as well?
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I'll just attack the two that are in front of me for now, and then
Okay.
move.
All right. One at each, or two attacks on one.
Can I attack one first and see what happens?
Sure.
Okay. 18 plus 8.
Yeah.
You don't hit.
No, that hits. Yeah, big time.
And that's what. Does my greatsword do anything extra against? Because it's silvered against ghouls.
Not against ghouls, no.
Okay.
What does silver do?
Conducts very
Well,
well.
you could ask a more experienced adventurer.
Okay. Because I've got Bernice
You
here.
could read a book. You could ask WeFlow.
12
That's a
plus 5, so 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage?
It's a D8 plus a D6, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Holy crap baskets. Cool. That one's barely standing. You cleave right through it, and kind of its top half has lost most of what allows it to kind of stay upright. You've just like cut through the abdomen, and it's still kind of flailing at you, but it's it's on its way out.
Alright. I think I'll leave that one. What the other one? I'll attack the other one.
I'll get you later. All right, next one.
I think it's 21.
Yeah, definitely hits.
21, so. And that's 11.
11. Okay. Cool. This one kind of catches your blade on its forearms, and you cut almost all the way through, but the bone resists the strike. It shoves the sword back at you. Cool. Are you moving anywhere? Using a bonus action?
I think I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay. The four larger, bulkier ghouls definitely close in on Shoji and Galena.
Oh, great.
So Shoji,
Jenny, I love you. I really, really will
Oh.
try not to get killed.
so 2 attacks with advantage against Shoji, because these ones can flank you guys. He's cocked. There we go. 18 on the first strike. Second strike. No, misses. All right, so hits you with a bite, and Shoji, you take 8 points of piercing damage. As one of them finally kind of manages to break through your skin a little bit and bites into your arm. And then Galena, 2 attacks with advantage against
No,
you.
not advantage, straight rolls.
I'm sorry, straight
patient
rolls.
defending.
So I will just 13 misses,
Does.
natural 20. So real quick, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Come on, it's not great. It's a 2.
2. Okay. Galena, you take 22 points of slashing damage, and you are paralyzed for 1 minute. As Galena is just in a blur with her quarterstaff, she just feels like sharp pain as a ghoul buries its claw in her lower back, and just kind of her muscles start spasming. You can repeat the save at the end of each of your turns. So remind me of that each time we come around to Galena.
Quick question.
Yes.
Just to save time later. Does stillness of mind, might that work on that?
Is stillness of mind the one? What does stillness of mind do?
I don't really know. It says, I think it's only frightened or charmed, but if this is a frightened or charmed, or is it a poison effect thing? Could be kind of interesting.
Well, it's a Constitution save, so I don't think
Okay.
it's
So it's
it's
physical,
not.
not mental. This is like mental stuff I can try and
Yeah.
shut off. Okay.
So stillness of mind. Yeah, you are not charmed or frightened.
Okay.
Well, you might be, but not within the
I'm charmed.
technicals. Okay, so one of them deals just an awful hit to Galena. The first one missed, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So that's those. Vera, you're up.
So there are 2 separate ones on me.
Correct.
Right. Can I flank with anybody? Like, I feel like I was right behind him. Can I, like...
So tactically speaking, you guys have a perimeter at the moment.
Yeah.
Without using an action to kind of break through that,
Kick
none
it
of
over.
them can flank you.
Okay.
If you move, you're creating an opening in the line, and they can just flood in and
Okay.
suddenly get flanking on everybody else in
So
your
I'm like
circle.
back to back with Constantine.
Kind of. You're in a
Back to
loose.
knees with Constantine.
You're standing in a kind of loose pentagon. Each of you dealing with 2 of them.
Okay.
You're close enough together to prevent ghouls from kind of breaking through, but not close enough to foul up each other's attempts to attack and defend.
Cool. Then I will take out Priscilla, and I will like go for the gut of one of the ones going for me.
Okay. Roll an attack.
28.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, good.
Good God. All right.
I will then find my d4s.
You take Priscilla and just jam her straight into this slavering beast's abdomen.
6 plus Dex, 10 damage.
10 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay, just eviscerating it. You draw
What,
it to
kill
the
it?
side, and no, you eviscerate it, and guts just kind of start to spill out. It's still perfectly combat worthy.
I then punch it in the same spot.
Please let this strike kill it.
Signature
I've got a
move.
narration all lined up.
It's been so long since I've done the signature move of the strike and then the kidney
Yep,
push. I'm
roll
so
an
happy right now.
unarmed strike.
Awesome. Watch it not hit. I'll be so sad. Actually, dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will definitely hit.
Excellent. Then I will do another 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. Priscilla opens up its stomach and you punch and your fist just kind of goes in, just kind of rummage around a bunch.
I'm always going for the kidneys. So
Always going for the kidneys. Okay.
I don't know ghoul anatomy particularly.
Durina, you are up.
Alright, so she's surrounded. Behind her would be.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, let's do this because this is very
So it's
helpful.
supposed to be just for my mental benefit, but
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, this is for our mental benefit, but not for yours.
I like to know where people are.
This is really helpful. Yeah, maps are very helpful for like strategic purposes like this.
so Durina is just there in the line.
Okay.
Is that how you spell Damia?
Yep.
I've been spelling it wrong in my notes for a year and a half.
She's just gonna whip her boar spear around and go straight for a stab.
Okay.
Let's see.
We need to get rid of those beefy ones.
That's an 11 plus 5, so 16.
Yep, 16 hits.
Nice.
Okay, whips the boar spear around with the butt end, just smashes it in the side of the face.
Ooh. For maths?
And let's see. From there, what's the damage? 1d10 plus 2.
Ooh, D10. Dang.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a superior spear, so its die size is increased by 1.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Okay, Durina, 9 to the first one. Okay,
I think that's all she can do.
she's got an extra attack. She gets to attack
Oh, she
twice.
does have an
Yeah.
extra
Is she a
attack.
fighter?
Yep.
She's a fighter, yeah.
Nice.
And then after whipping around, she'll actually come around and actually go for a stab.
Okay,
Nice.
same one.
Yep.
Okay, roll your attack.
17 plus.
Oh, definitely
Oh.
hits.
So
Oh yeah.
that one's gonna hit for 6.
Okay. And I'm
It's
sorry,
a
did you say
whale.
the same one or the other one?
The same one.
Same one. Okay. Okay. Crack it in the face, spin the spear around, and jam it straight in its guts. Oh, you're using the boar spear.
Yes.
So actually, would you like to attempt to pin it?
Ooh, intriguing.
Attempt to pin?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it's just a save on its part.
Strength.
Okay. It manages. So you actually pin it through the thigh to the ground, and it just tears free. So the blade rips through its thigh, and it does not seem to feel the pain.
Yuck.
Damia's turn. Damia, like a good cleric,
It's gonna save my life?
whose team is fighting against undead, takes her holy symbol.
Do the thing! Do the cleric thing!
Holds
Against
it up,
undead.
and bright, radiant, pale light explodes from her holy symbol, and she's and she cries out, "The moon shines even here!" And everything makes a save.
Turn undead. Turn
All right.
undead.
This one,
I keep forgetting we have a cleric who
okay,
heals.
succeeds.
And they're ghouls and they're undead.
Wisdom save. Hey, guess what? Ghouls don't have a wisdom modifier. Who'd have thunk?
How do they not have a negative one?
I'm like,
Okay.
they're so deeply wise, yes.
Well, because
Ways of the
wisdom
world.
covers also instincts, and so something that might have 0 common sense might have amazing hearing and instinct. So it's not a great stat.
That's why Vera's not particularly intelligent, but is very wise.
Well,
it's true.
those. Okay,
Vera has trouble reading.
that one's still there.
She's not dumb, but she never learned. So
Goes.
I don't know what this means.
exactly. And it's really hard to learn when you're like old.
That one stays.
Great.
That one goes. That one goes. And that one. Okay. And then the ghasts as well.
7.
Nope.
7 livers.
Yep.
Chat.
What?
The chat is speaking to me in the voice of Priscilla yet again, and it's delightful. Any liver you can find me, Priscilla. I love how you talk like Miette the cat from the meme, by the way.
Okay, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. She's a. Are they just destroyed?
Does she just dust them?
Hold on.
Like Thanos snap style?
She destroys.
She's just like, the power of the
CR
moon
of
compels you to
1/2.
snap. Done.
Oh my god.
Does it do damage? Because a bunch of them are damaged.
I forgot about that. Okay, cool. Like I said, like a good cleric whose party is being attacked by undead.
State Farm's
There it is. It's turns. Okay, but
Steak.
that doesn't
Steak.
really matter because
We have a new motto for Steak Team 666.
cool.
I'm writing at the top
Elmania.
of the page.
One of the ghouls that is attacking you, one of the ghouls attacking Damya, one of the ones attacking Durina, one of the ones attacking Constantine, and both of the ghouls attacking Vera, that light strikes them, and wherever it hits, their flesh just starts to shrivel away, and they just shriek into the night, a cacophony of horror, and then are just blasted into shadows on the ground.
Sweet.
Damia just halved the attacking force.
Turn
Okay, how
undead.
many-
Turn undead.
Cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She more than halved it. 6 of the ghouls that were assailing you guys in this circle here obliterated. Cool.
I like that was 2
I guess that's what I
of
get for
each.
throwing undead at
At a cleric. At a decently leveled cleric.
Top of the round, Shoji, you are up. You are bathed in a pale. Yeah, Mary, what's up?
Did I get to go?
No, I was just letting you know that one of the 2 that are attacking you got obliterated.
Okay, great. I thought you were like, it's your turn. And I was like, great. And then you
No.
went, and now it's not
Sorry.
having your turn. I was like,
No
Just
turn for you, Mary.
just for planning purposes,
No
when
turn
we
for
get
you.
back to your turn, so that you know
Yeah.
there's only one on you, and it's the one that failed its save against Shatter, so it's pretty
Good.
broken up.
okay, okay. I keep on dropping out. I don't know if my video keeps on dropping out, but every once in a while it
It's-
just keeps refreshing. So I don't know at
That's
this point.
totally fine. Top of the round, Shoji, you are up. You now have
Okay.
2 of. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, there they are. Yeah, so you've got 2 ghouls essentially, which are attacking you, but one of them this pale light splashes across all of you, and one of them kind of turns and looks like it's about to run.
Oh.
So there's still kind of the leader that was right in front of you,
Kill him.
and then 2 ghasts.
Yes, I will go for the leader again.
Okay, roll 2 attacks.
Ooh, that's a 6 plus an 8.
Okay, definitely.
14.
Okay. 14. It parries with its long dagger. Second attack.
Mhm. And that's a 14 plus an 8.
14 plus an 8. Yeah, that one will hit. Shoji, you're a little annoyed as the first swing goes wide. This being is unnaturally quick, and as you see, it somehow it parries your battle axe with kind of a long dagger, not dodging out of the way, but just kind of stopping it dead and then forcing it down. And you watch as kind of these lightly pulsating scars that cover every inch of exposed skin that you can see start seeping this kind of mist or steam as it does this. So kind of frustrated, you bring the second axe
Just
down and just cut
Fluid, no.
straight into his collarbone. So go ahead and roll 1d8 plus 5 for the second attack.
Never use the word seep.
All right. That-
I thought I was going to get you with pulsating,
5.
but
That's a
Yeah,
10.
never use the word seep and pulsating.
I've used salivating, pulsating, and seep is the one that got you.
I hate that verb.
Go ahead, Shoji, what's the number?
10 total.
10
So
damage.
I hate.
Woo! Okay. So your second axe buries right into his collarbone, and he kind of hisses, and then kind of leaning close into your face. I gotta release what's trapped. Galena.
Wait, I'm sorry. You cut out right when you said. Wait, what did you say?
It's
That
fine. He
instant
said
react.
something nasty to you.
Okay.
Galena, you are paralyzed, which I believe means that you can't really do anything on your turn.
Except save.
But at the end of your turn, you can roll that save again.
Cool.
So this is Constitution.
13.
13, you are no longer
Oh,
paralyzed.
so only over 10.
So right as kind of those two ghasts that are on you they're going in for another round, every hit of which would have been a crit, because you're
But it's
paralyzed.
not, because I love you, Jenny.
You manage to save and kind of snap out of it and start parrying blows again. Okay. Cool. 2 attacks against does the dodge only last until the start of your next turn, right?
I expect so. It just is dodge, yeah. It's bonus
Yeah.
action, so.
Well, I think the dodge
Bring it.
until the start of your next turn. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Armor class is 14, just to
as the most bloodied person here, he's definitely attacking you twice with advantage. That's a natural 20.
Oh, man.
You take. I gotta do math.
You know, being plague-ridden really sucks.
Oh, that's only if you're a good aligned dragon. Hold on.
I am not a good aligned dragon.
You are not a good aligned
I
dragon.
am a good aligned dragonborn.
You are, but that doesn't quite count.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little.
Just a tiny bit. You know, there's most of the syllables in there.
Okay, so that plus.
To also expedite matters, she's got 16 hit points.
Oh. Well, then this might still matter. What's her maximum hit points?
30. Still love you, Jenny. This is his fault. This is not me. I tried to patient defense.
You take 52 points of damage.
It doesn't kill me outright.
52
Does it?
minus 16
It does kill me outright, doesn't it?
is. Hold on.
It does.
I thought it has to double though.
Is it double or is it equal? I thought it was 0 minus your
Sorry, I'm panicking right now, so I can't do math.
arithmetic.
52 minus 16 is 36,
Which is over my hit point max.
which is over your hit point max. So, takes the.
Still love you, Jenny.
What spell is that?
Man, it had to be me playing her when you did this.
Takes the short sword and just drives it straight into Galena's back as she's turned, blocking these other ghouls. The blade kind of explodes out of her front, and you watch as just dark red energy rushes up the sword into this figure who pupils just dilate to expand to the entirety of his eyes. And you watch as all of the wounds that you've dealt so far just and heal up.
Just on that one.
That was his first attack. Second attack is going to be against, who else is there? Shoji.
Wait, is Galena dead? Is that the rules? Or is it as we double your max hit and down?
So basically, if the excess damage, right? So 16 dropped her to 0.
Yeah.
There's 36 left over. Her maximum hit points is 30. So 36 reaches to her maximum hit points again, and so that's an instant. That's an
I'm
instant
sorry,
kill.
Jenny.
Did you take into account the extra 8?
Did.
Yeah. Does she have any damage reduction?
Nah. I took into account the temporary.
I was about to say, did you use all the temporary hit points? Did you check
Did,
that?
unfortunately.
Okay.
It would have been fine if she had actually had 38 as max, which is what's
I
on
know.
the thing.
And she
I-
has.
I could have a wild magic surge because I have been rolling wild magic for a very long time.
We always forget that.
No, Galena could be a
know.
potted
Which is-
plant too.
Which is really annoying because that's one of my favorite things in all
Oh,
of
we
Dungeons
know.
and Dragons is wild
Yeah.
magic surges.
And then we just forget.
And so you used her
I used the temporary.
the temp HP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I give her my times of chaos and see if she can like
If I
get
hadn't had the
roll,
paralysis,
or like
Almanya, if you forfeit your next turn, I will allow you to make a spellcasting ability check and chuck that Tides of Chaos at her, basically a wild magic surge, as if she was a wild magic sorcerer. So point of origin of anything would be her, etc., etc.
I'll do it. I'll give up my turn.
Okay.
Throw wild magic.
Yeah,
this
so,
won't end badly.
so Almanya, right, a sorcerer, well, neither a sorcerer nor a bard do a whole lot of calculation.
No, this is Liliana doing
There's
this.
a whole lot of...
Anna like peeking through like, no!
both
She's
bards
left
both bards and sorcerers operate through a whole lot of instinct and emotion. So, Elmania, go ahead and give me that spellcasting ability check. So it's a d20 plus your charisma plus your proficiency bonus. And you can use Tides of Chaos to gain advantage on this roll if you would like. In which case, both you and Galena will basically use a wild magic surge.
I'm
Great.
delighted. Do it.
I think my camera froze, but that's okay. Hopefully you can still hear me.
We can
Yeah,
hear you.
yeah, we
You're
can
good.
hear you just fine.
You're good.
Okay, fabulous. Okay, so I used Tides of Chaos for an advantage, and I got 25.
Holy shit. Almanya, can you tell me what it looks like as you, in a moment of panic, stop thinking and just do, and you pull all of the threads of wayward, tattered ambient magic in the air and just kind of hurl it at Galena? What does it look like?
It's funny because like I feel in my mind Almanya and Liliana have very different. Their magic looks very different.
I'm gonna say this is definitely Liliana.
Yeah.
My
There's
girl.
a very big difference between like how Almanya's magic, like the way it looks and feels, and the way Liliana's magic looks and feels. Almanya's magic, it kind of like messes with your ears a little bit, not just in the music, but it like affects the pressure in your ears. Like you can kind of feel your ears popping. Liliana's magic, in my mind, it always like it tastes in the air, like it's like metallic, it's acrid. There is something like distinctly fireborn about that, you know, in a way that it is not with Almanya. And so I think I imagine this like very slow-mo shot of like Almanya like seeing Galena go down, and like there's this sudden like very distinct change in the way that her body posture is, because it's this very like Liliana response. Like Liliana sees what's happening and for a moment just entirely takes over the body, and there's like her eyes like change color and she goes no, and she like leans back with what is she holding right now? She's probably holding her loot, but Liliana holds it out, like holding the neck of it, and like holds it out, and there is this like sudden taste of like metal and fire in the air, that I don't think anybody in the party has really seen before, as she
Awesome.
kind of thrusts like that smell, that taste, like that feeling of like the air suddenly becoming condensed and like almost combusting towards Galena.
All right. Awesome. I love it.
I love it so much.
Almanya, you hit a 25. So here's what I'm going to let you do.
Yeah.
You're going to roll 2 wild magic surges. One of them for you and one of them for Galena. I will let you,
Okay.
after you roll and hear the effects, tell me which one you want to be for which person.
Okay, sounds good.
So go ahead and roll your first D100.
All right, 73.
Okay.
And the second one is 95.
I'm just watching his face.
Okay, so one of those gives you and all creatures within 30 feet, which is everyone on this battlefield, vulnerability to piercing damage for the next minute.
Gosh. Great.
So that just kind of happens no matter oh shit. No matter who you pick. But the first one was 73, you said?
Yeah, 73 and 95.
Also doesn't matter from whom it originates.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, do tell us.
How do we do this? There's 4 party members, plus 1, 2, 3 NPCs. 5, 6, 7. There are, god damn it, 8, 9 plus, so 17. All right, I'm gonna roll a d20. 9, which
Bad idea,
means
maybe.
4, 5, 6, 7. That's gonna be one of them. Okay, cool. That guy right there.
Does what?
Almania, as you hurl this magic in Galena's direction, one of the ghasts that is in the midst of attacking her, definitely just like vomits up its guts all over the street, and it is considered poisoned for the next 1d4 hours. I'm not going to bother rolling that because it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So, while your magic wreaks havoc in this area, everybody's skin, even yours, Shoji, suddenly feels almost sticky, much more pliable, and one of the ghouls is poisoned. But Galena falls to the ground, and this figure rips the sword out of her. And you can watch its eyes the pupils have, they're just black orbs in his face.
Damn it.
That was an amazing try. I really like that.
It was a good swan song for Galena.
Okay.
Vera just goes, like, tastes the metal and goes, "That's my girl!"
That's right. And you will all taste soot and iron. Oh. Okay.
Aw. It's a little nostalgia.
All right, Elmania, one of these, or I guess for this moment, Liliana,
Yeah.
the only remaining ghoul in front of you is going to attempt to bite you.
Of course it is.
Yeah, definitely misses. The
Like
one in
first
front of
disguise.
Damia is going to try and
Like-
attack.
Whack it, like as it gets close, she like has the loot, and Liliana
No.
took it, so she like whacks it with the loot.
God, roll in the tray.
Too many damage, but just like that was the reason that it
No,
didn't hit.
It definitely lunges for you, thinking you're distracted, and you just stiff arm it with the loot.
You know, Mary, I have to confess, I have missed Liliana, like, quite a bit.
I've been waiting for the moment that she gets to kind of like reappear.
And
and-
Vera misses her too.
Dorina, you take 5 points of piercing damage, doubled to 10 because you are vulnerable.
We're all vulnerable.
So you take 10
Lord.
points of piercing damage as the only remaining ghoul in front of you leaps forward and just buries its teeth into your shoulder, piercing through your armor and just trying to shake you like a dog. Constantine. It shatters more teeth. Constantine, you've like got a ghoul on your back that's just like not doing anything, and you just kind of turn to help Dorina. And
Gummed to death.
Vera, both of the ones that were attacking you are now like shadows on the ground.
Yeah.
They're gone. It is Constantine's turn.
So I got one guy gumming me,
There's one guy gumming you.
and one that's like about to fall over.
Yes.
What do you
Actually, they're both about to fall over.
Oh.
The one that's gumming you and the one that's attacking Dorina.
Seep and gum, just no.
Well, now
Too
we
many
now.
vivid verbs in this episode.
Well, now
ladies and
we
gentlemen.
know the effect that gin has on me.
Oh,
Vivid verbs.
It's vivid verbs.
Vivid verbs.
Shoot. Dead. All right, yeah, I'll just attack each of those once, try and get them down.
Okay.
One hits, the other one doesn't. So I guess I try to hit the one that's on my back, but like it's just locked on. So I'm just gonna let it keep chewing
Sort of a
on
nice
me.
massage.
All right. So the one attacking Dorina.
I move
then.
its head over just a little bit to hit that right spot. There we go.
Oh, there's a knot right there, right there.
That is a Constantine.
Constantine's
let's be
having a
honest.
The other one, I'm just gonna shove the great sword in for 10, but that's doubled, so 20.
Oh, Lord.
Greatsword is only slashing
I
damage.
can't stab with the sword.
Unfortunately, it only does
I
slash.
can't half sword it
believe.
and like just kind of poke it, tickle it, eviscerate it.
You know, a little tickle of evisceration.
If you would like to roll
Vivid
that,
verbs.
it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't matter. It
kills
does. I mean, it
I
had
wanna
seven.
die.
It had 7 hit points left. You stab it straight through and just like lift it off Damia and shake it off onto the. Sorry, Dorina, and just shake it off onto the ground. Cool. You've got another. No, so you missed the other one. What did you roll?
Just the
Just
other
out of
one.
curiosity.
I rolled a 10.
A 10. Okay, yeah, that's not it. Their turn. So 2 of the bulkier looking
How
ones.
often can I use action surge?
Once per rest.
I didn't use it last fight, so.
You
Got it.
you did use it last session, didn't you?
No,
Was there any
I
combat last
asked
session?
about it. There was 2 combat sessions, but I'm pretty sure I didn't action surge because we killed peasants and killed that one.
I thought it was the
cultist.
fight before that.
The cultist? I didn't action surge the cultist.
That's right, because that was you guys obliterated them in seconds. Okay.
So, yeah, I might as well action surge and try and reattack that one on my back.
Sure. All right. Now actually paying attention to the effort this time.
Other than being turned into corn on the cob. Another action. This one's a 13.
13 hits.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
Cool. You can't not kill it.
All right.
So you just kind of reach up, grab it, hurl it to the ground, and just stamp on its head, spattering its brains across the ground.
Okay.
All right, that one's
Thanks for
definitely
the
dead.
massage.
Okay, 2 of the ghasts that were attacking Shoji and Galena turn and run.
Oh.
They just split and run, the light of Damia's holy symbol shining in their eyes. They book it.
That's an entire full action though that I get back with action surge, right?
Oh,
can't
the 2,
I
you get
also
I'm sorry, you get
attack?
2 attacks. Yeah.
Oh.
So
I'm
I
so
can
sorry.
Move closer to the big guys that are attacking
Yep.
Show and now dead Galena.
Absolutely, go for
Sorry,
it.
Jenny.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just try and cleave through one of the bigger ones. 24.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit.
Yeah.
They have an armor class of 30.
It hits a little.
It's a little. And I hit for 11.
11
Nice.
points of damage. All right. Spearing the one off of Dorina, hurling it to the ground, grabbing the one on your shoulder, throwing it down, curb stomping its head. You run over, bury your blade into back of one of the bulkier ones that arches back and screams, but it seems to kind of like it and kind of turns and looks to you, long
No.
tongue hanging out.
It's long tongue.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Moving on.
Is there any
Just-
more gin? I'll take
Dinner
more.
first.
Okay, what type of drink are you drinking? That's very important.
I was about to say, there's vivid verbs and other things.
It's all right.
that
I'm
happen.
about to move on to this just fine bourbon
It's really good.
that I've been sniffing all evening. All right.
That's actually what.
That's Constantine's turn. Okay, so, cool. Well, that one's going to turn and attack you then. It is going to attempt to plow
Command
you.
throw.
It's going to plow your face.
Wow.
It clouds. Yeah, 21 to
No.
hit. So, Constantine, you will take your first damage in this combat.
He also has an armor class of 30. Didn't you know that?
You take 13 points of slashing damage.
Ha! Slashing.
This is not piercing. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
No, I don't get paralyzed. It sucks.
I'm paralyzed.
Constantine, you are paralyzed
Wait,
for
you
one.
got an 11.
No, I
Is
rolled
that
a
a
2.
Oh, you
It's a
did?
2.
I thought it was 12.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So you are paralyzed for 1 minute. You can reattempt the save at the end of your next turn.
3.
I took
That's
how much damage?
13.
13. And then the other
No,
one
I have-
is going to attack you, Galena.
Oh,
Or sorry, you, Shoji. Apologies. 14 to hit definitely misses. That's too bad. And it only gets the 1.
harder than
I
it looks.
did it.
Vera,
Yes.
your turn.
So.
Almost. So yeah, do you need a recap of what's still up?
Well, having just seen my friend and frankly therapist of the group murdered, Vera's mad. And filled with the metallic taste of her best extremely violent girl, Liliana. Is there any way I can now, since a bunch of them have fled, get around big guy, leader guy who just stabbed Elena,
Oh yeah.
and flank him?
Oh yeah.
With
No,
Shoji?
there's nobody on you.
There's nobody on me,
Yeah.
and there's nobody around him or the BBs.
No, you can definitely flank him. I'm just saying, everybody that was attacking you gone completely. So you can run over and flank the Doom Speaker.
Okay, I will flank the Doom Speaker and stab him with Priscilla to the liver.
Okay.
Sorry to deliver.
Yes. Okay. Let's do this thing. Dirty 20.
Oh yeah. Dirty
Good.
20 definitely hits. You attacking him more?
Let me roll damage and then let me see. But
You're not gonna kill him.
I know I'm not.
Okay.
I'll do it anyway. 2 plus 2, 4. So start it with 8 damage,
8 damage.
and then yeah, I'll punch him in the same spot.
Okay. Roll an attack.
19 to hit.
Oh. I'm sorry. 19. Yep.
Yes.
Hits.
Wait a minute, I'm flanking, which means I have advantage.
You do.
I haven't been rolling with
So the
advantage.
first attack hits.
Which means I get
now
sneak
roll
attack.
the punch. Oh, you do. So yeah, go ahead and roll your. Are you up at 3d6 now? Aren't you at 3d6?
Did we finally level up?
To 7? Yeah.
But I'm only rogue level 5.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, sad. So I do an additional 10 damage on that first hit.
God, it's more than the actual hit.
Yep.
Okay. Unarmed attack with advantage.
Was, 19 on the first hit.
No, you're 5th level. You're a 5th level rogue.
Yes.
Yeah, it's 3d6.
It is?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
God, that increases fast.
Add another.
Did you know that a 20th level rogue has a 10d6 sneak attack?
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that.
Holy
It
shit.
lives this long. Add another 3 to my first hit damage.
God damn.
So second hit.
Well, he's
I
already
rolled
back to where he
lower.
was before he murdered Galena.
Can I roll one more to see if I had rolled a 20 on the first hit? Because I've only rolled 3 times.
No, we're just gonna say that first hit because your first 2
Yeah, but I
swings.
could have rolled a 20.
No. So you rolled 2 attacks. We're gonna roll that second attack into the first one, which continues to hit.
Okay.
So now roll the second attack with advantage.
Okay. 17 plus
Yes, yes.
stuff. Okay.
Plus.
So this is me hitting him again in the kidney. Signature
Alright.
move.
This
That is an unarmed. Which is that?
I think that's another 7.
Another 6. Oh, 7. Yes.
7,
There,
yeah.
plus 4.
Okay. Okay.
I'm mad.
Vera, enraged, leaps over Galena's fallen body, jams the dagger right into his side, and then just starts
Liver.
wailing on his ribs. You guys hear cracking bone. Whew.
I'm mad.
Darina, your turn. Constantine has relieved you of all of the ghouls. There's still 1 attacking your cleric, 1 attacking your bard, and then 2 plus the main guy attacking those 3.
Much obliged, Constantine. You're welcome. I like talking to myself.
You're pulling a Mel Blanc, you know, doing Looney Tunes, where he was clearly talking to himself for the whole show.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and go to relieve Albania.
Okay.
So
Yeah, go ahead and roll an attack. It's mostly
I'm
just
sorry.
it's just the noise. Go ahead and roll your attack. Here, I got a plate right here.
Would be 6 plus 5. 11? It's not gonna
11 just misses.
hit. Alright. Second attack
Oh,
is a
I'm sorry.
critical
You
fail.
could
Flanking.
easily flank. I'm sorry. So you would have advantage.
Oh.
So did that second?
first
What
one-
was that second roll?
Second one, no.
Didn't
Also
happen.
misses. Okay, so that's your first attack. Second attack with advantage.
Oh, that's what it is. 17 plus
Yeah.
22.
Okay, so not Galena, Dorina. There are too many people whose names end in sounds.
9 plus 2.
Oh, yeah.
11.
Nice.
And I'm so sorry. Who are you helping?
Almania.
Almania. Okay, yeah. You run up right behind Almania, the one that's still trying to claw you, and you're fending it off with your loot. Suddenly, a spear blade just sprouts from its face. Oh, we just lost Mary. And then, Dorina, you just slam it to the ground and rip the spear free. You have killed that one. Damia's turn. There's one right in front of her.
Take out the big man. But he's not undead. That's the problem.
She is going to use her action to. Yeah, she's just gonna take her spear and stab the guy in the face.
Stab
Stab the ghoul in the face. Oh yeah, definitely
in
hits.
the floor.
And she gets to add a D8 radiant damage. Does it do anything to ghouls? It does not.
Radiant doesn't do anything to
It really seems like it should, but
You're the DM. Make it happen.
yeah. All right, 1d10 plus a d8. 10, 14 points of damage. Where is it? Okay. Yeah. All right, that is Damia's turn. Top of the round, Shoji.
Eliminate this leader.
How many are still up?
You are currently engaged with just 3. So there's that guy with those scars, and then there are 2 of the bulkier looking ghouls. So you're engaged with those 3, and then Damia is engaged with the only remaining normal pissant ghoul.
And you're already flanking with me on the leader.
Yay! Okay, yes, I'll attack the leader with advantage. Okay, because that first roll was a 5. Next is 16 plus 8.
First one definitely hits.
12 plus an 8. All right, and the next one was a 12 plus an 8, so dirty 20.
Okay, yeah. So 2d8 plus 10.
Thank goodness. All right,
Shoji's
4, 6, so
Tickling
that's
all
a
the livers here.
20.
Chat.
Total 20.
20 points of damage. Okay, now just
Just little
full
weirdos.
on, not even caring about your own defense, just
Not even
driving axes. He continues to kind of parry them and be driven back, and you can see the steam is now just kind of pouring out of all of these scars, and they're starting to glow, like flickering red, now blue.
Core is
Okay.
better.
Is my axe,
Let's see.
does my axe deal piercing damage? What kind of?
No, a
Slashing
battle axe deals slashing damage.
That's fine.
Oh!
That's fine.
Damia hit that guy with a
Okay.
spear. So that should have actually doubled the damage. Thank you for reminding me. Okay,
Oh,
Damia actually
yay.
killed the ghoul that was attacking her because everybody has vulnerability to
yay.
piercing.
Forgot about that.
So Shoji, you make a mess of this guy.
Josh, that means
Ah,
that the
yes.
big guy,
Kidney.
both of
Or the
those,
liver stab.
at least the liver stab was piercing.
Which
Double
was the
that.
sneak attack.
Which was the sneak
Oh.
attack.
Oh no!
Son of a bitch.
He
I
retroactively,
love
he's
the
like,
wild
oh, this
magic."
is too much. And he falls.
Hold on, I think he was at full when you attacked him, right?
He was. He had healed up from killing Helena.
So that means that you dealt 23 points of damage.
But it would only be the first hit, and I can't remember what I did to
I'm
him.
sorry.
that
So
would
the
double.
first hit did 10 plus 3.
No,
so
that
13.
was only the sneak attack. Then it was plus the
No, so
actual
you
damage.
did plus 7.
Yes. So it was 20.
No, so the 7 was the unarmed strike.
Yes, and then I did
So, hold
actual
on.
damage from the blade, and then the sneak attack was 13.
So there's that. Okay. Let me, if I may, reverse what I said before. He looks god awful. He is
We already knew that. He's
barely
steaming.
standing.
them livers.
And yes, you almost cannot see the surface of his skin with all of just the vapor pouring off of him. And Shoji, Vera, who else is right up in there?
Experiment is this
Mostly
guy.
Shoji and Vera. You guys can hear just a faint screaming, just a high-pitched, constant wail
Like a
of pain
teapot?
and anguish. Kind of, yes.
It's like a lot of teapot vibes coming off this
But
guy.
this
That's his
this
nickname.
noise cannot be mistaken as like a teapot. It's like kind of that pitch, but it is unmistakably coming from a someone's throat.
Dare we
Okay,
say.
that was Shoji. Galen is down. His
He's
turn.
short, right?
And stout. Looks a lot like Vera, actually.
Cool. He could have advantage on Vera.
Come
Cause
at me, bro.
you're hurting him. So he's gonna swing at you with advantage. 22 to hit.
I guess.
Second attack. 15.
No.
Which misses. Okay. You will take.
The gears.
It's the meme with all.
You take 29 points.
Is that it? Is that all you can conjure?
Well,
So
God,
on.
punk.
Actually,
Steam
I
29?
believe
Oh, wait, I
a short
shouldn't have
sword.
said that.
I believe a short sword can deal piercing or slashing.
He doesn't know that he's
Damage
vulnerable
type
to
is piercing.
Does he know?
Correction. You take 58 points of piercing damage.
Fine, I'm down. Not dead, but down. Gloriously.
Once again, just thrusts the sword into the guts of one of the party and rips it out. Vera falls to the ground, unconscious.
Does he heal?
He does not.
I'm not dead. Just unconscious.
All right.
Kill this
I think
dude,
swords
please.
can only do.
They can only do piercing. Yeah.
Yeah. Since all my stuff is only piercing, and I've got Bernice, my beloved silver short sword.
That's his turn. It is now the ghouls' turn. The ghouls are all dead. Almanya, it's your turn.
Okay, so there's just one dude left, right?
No, so there's the main guy, and then there's two of the bulkier ghouls.
Kill the main guy. He sucks. He just killed me.
Well, I was gonna run in and grab you and vamp out, but
You do that too.
that was my plan.
But I think he's not gonna hit me if I'm already down.
You don't know him.
We know that.
I don't know what he's about.
Okay, can I reach Ma? Can I reach Vera?
Yeah, you can run up there.
Okay. I'm going to grab her, pick her up, and bamf out and do some thunder damage on the way.
Nice.
Cool. I need. Is it a con save?
Thunderstep?
Yeah.
That's like
I believe
Cast
it's
this enough.
con-
I should have this memorized by now.
I thought it was Dex.
I know. I don't like. I'm bad at memorizing things. Let's see. Let me just check it. Real quick. Con save. Yeah.
Constantine, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
It's in my name.
I need con saves also from.
Oh god. Can you just project that to everybody else?
I guess nobody else is up there, are
He
they?
rolled a natty 20. He's cool.
Nat 20. Cool. So you'll take half of whatever damage Elmania tells me
Oh,
here
come
in
on,
a minute.
natty 20 doesn't it just like...
Nope. Galena's body just goes down the street as the force just picks her up and hurls her around. Oh, Shoji, I need a Constitution save from you as well. Yeah, fail. Fail. Fail.
Oh, wow.
All right, Elmania, what's the damage?
I don't.
18 thunder damage.
Please kill them.
So 18.
I'll kill you. Kill Joey.
Constantine dies.
Just drops dead.
This figure in these robes, bones explode from his skin as he slams into the wall behind, and you watch all of those scars across his body just kind of pulse once, and then his whole body just explodes. I need Constantine and Shoji now to make dexterity saving throws.
It was an 11.
Okay. So the
11,
con
13.
was 17.
Okay, so Shoji, you take 9 points of damage from Elmania's Thunderstep.
It's okay.
Sorry.
And then the next one was a dex save. Ooh.
And next one's
That's
a
it.
dex
No,
save.
that's good. The dex save was a 6.
A 6, and Shoji, you will take an additional 10 points of radiant damage.
Radiant.
Are you
All right.
immune to? Are you immune
Oh,
to
wait,
radiant?
radiant.
There's
I-
something weird about you and Radiant.
Ooh.
From space.
Yes.
No.
I'm pretty sure you're either immune or resistant.
Radianite.
And Constantine,
Yes,
you will take 12 points of radiant damage as well.
Yes. Immortal Constitution. You have resistance to radiant and necrotic damage. Yes.
Okay, so
The
Shoji,
resistance, what does that mean?
you will only take 6 points of radiant damage.
Weirdest romantic stuff
Okay.
in MCU. Is that what you're talking about?
That is Elmania's turn. Okay. They're all dead. Constantine. There are 2 bloodied, of kind of the bulkier looking ghouls now just there in front of you guys, desperately flailing and thrashing at you and Shoji.
So, Minga dead. That's done. Guess it's just time to clean up, right? 2 swings, the one right in front of me, or the one that tried to, actually did hurt me. 21 and 18.
Oh
Or
yeah,
17.
both of those hit. Go ahead and roll the first damage.
You can deflect to the other guy if you finish off this guy.
9.
Okay. You bisect one of them. Second attack?
Bisect.
You already.
Oh, but the damage from the second one.
6 or 11.
11 points of damage. Okay, and you bury your blade in the side of the other one, and it just kind of grabs on and drags itself closer towards you, hissing and spitting in your face.
It's pretty metal.
And it's his turn.
Metal.
Just saying.
So he's going to attack you twice. He does not have advantage. 1 bite, 1 claw. We'll do the bite. 20. So actually, let's see what happens here. You take 18 points of piercing damage. That is doubled already, because it's piercing. So you take 18 points of piercing damage there.
For my bonus action, could I second wind real quick? And regain 1d10 plus.
Not after he has started his turn.
Oh, I forgot. I'm new to this
You won't
fire
next,
thing.
you won't next time.
But what if
New
Are you
fire,
still
who
up?
dis?
Are you still up?
Yeah.
Okay, second attack. 18, which I think just misses.
Misses.
Just
Yeah.
misses because you've got that same fighting style. Damn. Okay,
18 doesn't hit.
cool. So you
19 with the blessed armor.
bury your blade in his side. He pulls himself close to you and then just bites right into your neck and rips out a chunk of your collar and shoulder.
Got more of that.
And just chews and swallows it right in your face.
Ooh, I hate him.
Vera, you're up.
Great. I'm dead. So I'm rolling a death save.
Death save.
18.
18.
One success, ladies and gentlemen.
Cool. Dorina, you're up.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm still doing arithmetic.
Not math.
Alright.
Exactly. I can do that in a cinch. This hard.
I assume you're attacking the remaining thing.
That just ate.
Yeah, because I can just whip
collarbone.
around.
Yep.
I like full
And you-
charge,
And you have advantage.
full like board charge.
I like that you're the one charging with a boar spear when usually with the boar spear. What's the roll?
8.
You excited to assist Constantine after he took that other one off of you, run up and try to jam it right through the ghoul, and then you end up having to kind of stop short as Constantine is kind of thrashing around in order to avoid stabbing Constantine.
my blood spewing from my wound got
Sure.
her eyes.
Like
She
in-
couldn't see.
In a bad vampire
Okay,
movie, it was just like,
cool.
This is like a Tarantino film right now.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that theme. All right,
You were the
second
one
attack.
with the pulsating scars, Josh.
Yes, I'm trying to set like a horror thing.
She's like
not,
trying to wipe
not
it out, and she's like,
Tarantino.
"Oh, there it is." And
I mean, Tarantino's better than clowning
It's
around.
more Evil Dead.
Matt Twitty.
Okay, cool. The second one, you line up your shot and just sever the spinal cord. That one dies. It is Damia's turn. Immediately, bonus action healing word to you. You, Vera, you now have 6 hit points.
Delightful.
As you kind of pop up off the ground, you're sprawled across. No, Galena's body is down the street. I'm sorry. No, you're not even there
I'm
anymore.
in Almania's
Damn,
arms.
I'm
like
sorry.
baby
You're
style.
still dead. You do not have that many hit points.
I'm grumpy now.
It's all right. But
Fine. Be that way.
Damia will run over to Galena's body,
Is she gonna do a thing?
reaches into her bag, pulls out something kind of small in her hand, crushes it over Galena's
We haven't done this in
body,
this campaign yet, have we?
and casts Revivify.
Have we done this in this campaign yet?
No, nobody's been revivified. No, nobody has. Actually, one person has been revivified, but it was Freeman cleric revivified by the bad guys for some
That was bad.
unknown purpose.
We're not gonna talk about that. That is bad.
And
This is a
Galena
historic moment on this campaign, everybody.
wakes up and kind of starts clawing at her chest, where there are just blue perfect scales. But
But she's suddenly revivified into a level 20 monk. That's exactly what happens, right?
With a gauntlet.
With a gauntlet with all of the Infinity Stones in it.
as she does so,
Use them as paperweights.
Damia
I really like that joke.
Damia suddenly slumps over Galena's body and kind of weakly tries to crawl her way back to her feet and then just kind of stops. And those of you who are nearby can see her eyes are open, and she's kind of conscious and reacting to stimuli, but she does not seem to be able to move. We're going to skip to Almania. Almania, you are carrying Vera's dying body.
I'm not
The
dying.
last thing I heard you say, Josh, was you see Damia slump over Galena's body, and then the whole thing drops, and I was like, "What? What happened?" And then I
Cliffhanger!
You
Cliffhanger!
No,
don't
what
know
happened?
yet. What are you, Almania? What are you doing? First of all, how far away are you from the group?
far away. I still want to be kind of within sight and make sure
Okay.
that nothing kind of happened. So probably like, I don't know, 60 feet away. Would that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, so you're 60 feet away, and all you can kind of see is dark shapes down the street where kind of the conflict is happening, but you no longer hear kind of the grunts of combat and the clanging of blades.
Okay. Has Vera... Did Vera make death saves? Was I not here for that?
Yeah,
Drop
she has rolled 1 death save so far. What are you doing?
Successfully.
I have a potion of cure. I have a superior healing potion, actually.
You don't have to do that, because this is almost over. If you could just stabilize me, that'd be cool.
I got a +0 to medicine, but I can definitely try.
Go ahead and give it a shot.
You got a 50-50, which is
Not bad. Exactly.
just
CPR,
worse than the chance on a
tiny
death
body.
save.
18.
18. Okay, Vera, you are stabilized.
Perfect. Save that healing potion for being in danger in the moment.
It's still very much Liliana, kind of at the forefront of the mind, and I since it seems like the fighting has stopped, I kind of hoist Vera up on my back and kind of like a piggyback, and
Aw.
kind of towards everybody else.
I love this so much.
Okay, yeah, it does not require a healing kit. Okay, you have a stabilized Vera. You have
Yep.
a Galena as at 1 hit point. And a, for all intents and purposes for the moment, incapacitated Damya. Are you guys doing anything? Are you guys doing anything before you? I mean, what's next?
Is everybody dead?
Can I check on Damia?
You've killed all the
Yeah.
killed all the enemies.
Why is Damia incapacitated?
Okay, so you guys run over and check Damya.
She just-
Anybody who wants to can make a medicine check, unless you are actually just slapping her
I'm
face.
just gonna hoist her on my shoulder.
Okay, so you're.
I want
I'll
Medicine
hold
check.
her and I'll
Okay,
carry her.
Almanya, make a medicine check with disadvantage because Constantine is just kind of picking her up and is getting ready to go.
No. I'll hold her out towards Almania so
Okay.
she can look at
Okay,
me.
so straight roll,
Like,
Almanya.
flip back over my
Oh.
arms.
That's a natural 1, so I have no goddamn idea.
Cool. Damya is now bleeding out from. No, I'm kidding.
From
Ah!
the look.
Yeah, it's
Can I
Almanya.
make a
It
medicine
is.
check?
An
Almanya,
incompetent-
it is dark. It is. You guys are all kind of rattled. One of you just died. And Constantine is like kind of trying to figure out a way to effectively carry her because she does keep occasionally like flailing a limb as if trying to orient herself.
But so she's alive though. It's not like
she's clearly alive.
Okay.
But it is having incredible difficulty controlling her motor functions. Shoji, what were you trying?
I was gonna say, can I try a medicine check as well?
Sure, go ahead and roll medicine check.
Or is that gonna take too much?
It's going to take a few minutes, but
14?
14.
14?
13. Damya is conscious and to the best of your ability to ascertain, like mentally present. But she is struggling to speak, and as you kind of watch, her focus is going in and then out. Not as in she is paying attention and then not paying attention, but more as in paying attention and then just losing all hope and interest in existence.
Can I, while I'm doing this, can I say to the party, hey guys, you want to loot the bodies? And especially the leader guy, maybe there's like a relic in him or something.
That is so on brand, and I love it.
You guys are looting the bodies?
We are.
I'm not looting the bodies. I'm just trying to stabilize Damia.
Okay,
at the
so
time.
you're taking care of Damya.
I'm unconscious.
You are still unconscious.
I'm very disappointed that I'm unconscious.
Sure. You know what? Durina will happily loot the bodies. That's Damya. Who else do we have? Yeah, Durina will happily loot the bodies. along with Galena.
Yay.
So if Dorina wants to make an investigation check.
Galena's
Investigate.
Okay.
Oh, you've got Galena. That's right.
We will
19.
investigate
19.
to a
Ooh.
total of 6.
Total of 6. Okay. With a 19.
Blood. This is an intestine.
Missed.
Yeah, it's a lot of dead necrotic flesh. With a 19,
Hate it.
Galena,
I don't want to hear.
you find a scrap of paper that has writing on it that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to you, but it has the word Mayweather on it, and you feel like you should probably show that to Vera.
Okay, I'll keep it.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right, and
Oh,
you
no.
and
Split
you
in
guys
front of her face.
hustle on out of there. You arrive at the meeting place, the kind of the designated meeting place outside of the Mayweather camp. You guys are going to be waiting a little bit. You said midnight.
That's where we went. I thought we were
Are-
going back to the
are we
camp
going to
go
return the relics?
Weeflo and do the relic stuff.
Didn't we already do that?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So you go. You actually have to go back to that neighborhood, and then you actually have a
Well,
watch to
Technically
stand.
have guard duty, but if I'm
Oh, yeah.
spurting blood from my, maybe
you're-
I can get
From a
some
major
workers'
artery.
comp.
Maybe you could leverage that had you suffered those wounds in the defense of the little area that you're supposed to be helping guard.
It's part of the city,
It's a
right?
defense option.
In case you hadn't noticed, concerns have become more. Tribes have gotten smaller.
Siloed.
What was I saying?
Tribes have got-
I'm sorry. So yeah, you guys can go back to that neighborhood. You deliver the relics to Weeflo, who kind of takes them, pours them out onto the table, and you see what looks like a jawbone, a handful of teeth, some other bits and pieces of bone that she treats very reverently, counts, makes sure they're all there.
Wait, is it a handful of teeth, or is it like a hand full of teeth?
No, a handful.
Okay. I'd much rather the
and-
hand full of
That's
teeth.
No,
amazing.
it is an
That's some really metal horror right there.
it is an imprecise number of teeth. And she one by one puts everything kind of back into the bag. What am I doing? She can't see any of this. She kind of she does that, but
What is
by
this
feel.
game?
Well, there's the hand. There's the
I
And as she handles each piece, you can see a faint glow.
Except she can't, right?
She cannot, but she is having some sort of an experience, and she kind of nods as she goes through each piece and puts it back in the bag. Beth, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was going to say there's something that I want to discuss while we're here about the blessed state. Because without it, we can't actually like kill the vampire, right? We need
Correct.
that in order to finish it, but we don't know where he sleeps either. What? But I think it would be better to have that as not. Can we try to work something out?
Sure. How would you like to attempt to acquire a blessed stake?
Oh well, I would ask the watch. Night watch.
Hello.
Hey, so you
It's
said we
like-
need a blessed steak, right?
Who are you asking?
Do you have that? Can you help us with that? If they can help us with that.
Who? I don't know who you are asking.
Oh, sorry.
Right?
The person in charge, the watch, the night watch person handling the. Like, I'd probably wait until after she's finished,
Gotcha. Okay.
Death Watch?
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
inventory.
Yeah. She does not have any on her. She's only got what she's managed to pick up since you guys rescued her. Really, her only remaining job, as far as she is concerned, is waiting until the Death Watch come and contact her and take her back to wherever they are now sequestered.
Does she know how how the stakes are blessed? Like, she able to?
She does not. She
that?
is.
Can our cleric try?
She is a. Where is this? Watch. Here it is. She is a burner. Is her rank, so she is at the very earliest levels of the combat training route in the guild, but she is not able to actually manifest her faith.
So shouldn't I just? Well, I have to do guard duty, so I can wait there and then wait, and hopefully she'll get in contact with the Death Watch while we're.
Yeah, if Constantine leaves, like that doesn't affect anything here. So you kind of clean up.
Right, but everybody else is gonna go to the rendezvous point, right? So I should stick behind and wait. Hopefully, get some blessed stakes and take them later.
Yeah, I mean you could try.
Yeah. Especially if we ask Withlow, like when you go contact, we clearly need this. So if you have one, bring it back.
No, her job is now to wait until
until they
somebody else comes and collects her.
So when she gets in contact with the Death Watch, she can pass that on. That this is what we really need.
Yeah.
Right, so I would relay to Weeflo, like if I'm there doing my watch duty, for her to not leave until I can come say hi to everybody before they just leave with her.
I see. Okay, so you want her to delay.
Right, if I'm
her-
out on watch and I don't see them coming, and then like I do want to speak to the Death Watch before I go and meet up with
Okay,
everyone else.
gotcha.
Hopefully have some stakes.
You guys do have time to take a quick short rest.
Can I wake up?
So you return to consciousness with 1 hit point, unless anybody wants to use a healing potion or anything.
That's cool. I'll just use hit dice on it.
So at the end of
Oh,
the
never
short
mind.
watch, you come back with
If
1
anybody
hit.
wants to use any hit dice, I have Song of Rest, which will give you an extra D8 HP after using your hit dice. Oh wait, no, that's only during a long rest. Sorry.
Oh,
My-
Glenn is gonna hit dice it up.
I thought it was for short rests too.
I should too.
Okay.
Hold on.
So
let me check.
anybody who wants to can use hit dice to heal up. Damia didn't get touched.
Are we gonna have
What's that?
time for a long rest before we do our actual attack?
Before the actual attack, yeah, there's plenty of time. The rendezvous is just for we're all here now. We touch this magic stone
It is
and we bounce around.
rest. It is during a short rest. So I'm gonna play some music while I'm resting, and all y'all can get an extra 1d8 if
Okay.
you use any hit dice.
Because it's magic, Vera. So Vera, are you going to use a healing potion to?
This is Galena.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's Galena. Yeah, Galena can do whatever she wants and add the extra D8. Vera, if you want to pop to 1 hit point, I will allow you to add the Song of Rest to D8 on top of that if you want.
Okay, I'll do that. Math.
Okay.
We'll use 3 hit dice.
And remember that you add your Constitution modifier to each dice. So if you roll 3 dice, you're going to add on top of that 3 times your con mod.
Thank you. I totally forgot about that. Okay.
You are very welcome.
That's
That helped.
I'm at a magnificent 6 hit points.
Oh. 5 is a good roll on a D8.
Well, technically 4 plus 1, but yes.
Wait, how many
I've
hit points
added my
you had?
con to it.
Oh, you added your con. That's right. All right. So
All right.
Constantine, you clean up, bandage. You can feel kind of inside your armor that your elbows, your knees, kind of around your armpits, all of your joints are starting to swell and feel very tight inside your armor as the red harvest takes hold.
It's fine. I'm used to feeling like that after the gym.
You are also aware from your experiences so far that you are very likely contagious at this point. So anybody coming in contact with your blood is at risk of contracting the red harvest.
Okay.
So that is something that you know. So you scrub up really well, as best you can with, cold well water and a dirty rag. Bandage, use the healer's kit that Galena has to bandage. Oh! Galena can use her healer's kit. I'm sorry. Yeah, 15 plus whatever her medicine is. So I'm sorry, she could have done that and brought you back to 1 hit point right at the beginning of the rest.
Oh.
So you can actually spend all of your hit dice.
Okay.
Is there a count on how many, for lack of a better term, charges she has left on that healer's kit?
No.
Cool.
She hasn't really used it much.
She's used it, I think, just this time. So go ahead and mark off just 1 use of that on the sheet somewhere. So you can take a short rest actually as normal and take actions and whatnot during the time. There we go. Okay. I remembered that Jenny sacrificed a feat to take healer because nobody else would.
That's entirely true.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna use a bunch of hit dice then.
Constantine, you need to head off and do your stint with the group. It's just a couple of hours for your shift. What are the rest of you going to do during this time as you're resting and healing up? Almania, you're playing music.
I'm gonna look at that piece of paper that Galena shows me.
Okay. Galena shows you a piece of paper. It's only a fragment because, of course, the person carrying it exploded twice.
When you say it like that.
You see a fragment. You see the name Mayweather on a part of it, and then it's kind of like a part of the side. Roll an intelligence check.
17.
17. The rest of the script that you can see is just kind of like the end of lines, and it's just maybe a word or two. But you very quickly realize this is a fragment of a list that contains the family unique code names for at least a few members of the Mayweather family. You do not know how complete the list was, but judging by what you can see, somebody holding this could pass messages, give code words and passwords and whatnot, impersonating you, Lyle.
Probably gave it to them, a jerk. It's my psychopathic son. Hate him.
That has to sync balls.
Yep. He also has threatened to kill me and the entire family, so.
Charming.
Exactly.
I mean,
I have the one psychopath in the family.
in his defense, you started it?
Everybody has that kind of uncle.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. He is based off of a great uncle.
I thought only the grandkids were based off your uncles.
No, all the grandkids have the names of my great uncles, but Lyle is my great uncle on the other side, who we all hate. He's dead now, so it doesn't matter. He tried to steal the family farm, okay?
How do you steal a farm?
Oh no,
What?
he was
can't
like
move it.
smart. He was wily about it. He did it through like lawsuits and stuff. It was awful.
Wow.
He wasn't out there with a shovel. Then he would have just been the crazy uncle, right?
He conned his elderly mother into leaving it to him individually. So. We have a lot of feelings about that.
Understandable.
Sorry, I was not expecting it to be in fragments.
Oh,
Well,
this is
give
great
me-
because
give
he did
me 1
explode
second.
twice.
You designed a character to explode and didn't
And
explode.
had a piece of
I'm
paper
not
on
saying
it.
I shouldn't have thought about that, but I didn't. Crap baskets. You don't see Benji or Gideon Jr. on here. It's a couple of your other grandsons, whose names I can't remember at the moment.
I can.
But with the implications of this are devastating.
Yeah. We need to change it. I need to go to this meeting.
We also have
Yeah.
the magic people that's been killing all the.
You
friends
also
trying to get our
do
tribe.
not know how long they've had access to this information. So literally every message that has not been passed face to face in the entirety of the organization and defense and allocation of resources and military support and whatnot that Benji has been doing for an indeterminate amount of time is suspect.
Yeah, it's like having the Enigma codes.
Yes. Except you now know that they've had the Enigma codes.
I know. I love that idea.
Also, you just put the party in the Nazis' place, but okay. So while you are
I
reeling
was lawful evil for a very
from
long
that
time.
information, Shoji, what are you doing kind of during this hour or so? You've actually got like 4 hours because
I
waiting
guess
until midnight.
I'd like to have a conversation with the person who was handling the bones.
I'm sorry.
And
Is
try to-
there any way that you can be closer
Oh.
to your mic and speak louder?
I'm sorry. I
Thank
can
you.
do that sometimes.
Perfect.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Is there? Can I have a conversation with the person who was handling the bones?
Yeah.
And I want to just find out more about them, like where they come from, what they believe about them, like if they grant any special powers or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just because I'm curious, I just want to know. Yeah.
So you also have Almania's been toting around some books that you pulled out of the Death Watch headquarters. So WeFlow can tell you a little bit about it. The basic idea. Oh, this is awful. There we go. The basic idea is eternal war against the undead, as well as all shapeshifters. And as you kind of have this conversation with her, there is no sense whatsoever of one day we will. One day there will be, or one day there will exist. Even in the cultural ethos of this guild, there is no hope of a better or different way of things. It is built on just a fundamental acceptance that the undead and shapeshifters will always be predators, and humans and elves and orcs and whatnot will always be prey. There's also a slight, you get this more from the books. She would not phrase it in this way, but there's a level of worship of pain. Not for itself, but simply a recognition that, not a recognition, but a claim that undead and shapeshifters and all of those things that prey on people do not feel true pain. Anything that they manifest is a simulacrum. It's an attempt to mimic. It is not true. They do not feel pain. So, feeling pain is, right, kind of the experience of pain, and it's not just physical, spiritual, existential, all of it is the best way to do two things. One is separate yourself from them, and then also separate yourself from all of the things that attach the spirit to the body, so that when you die, your spirit departs untorn. Right? If your spirit is weighed down by pleasure and luxury, or even just kind of complacency, it departs. I mean, it tries to stay with the body, and it is torn when it leaves. there's no sense of where it goes. There's no afterlife. There's no paradise. There's nothing like that. But whatever happens, you depart whole. And so in the books are manuals of what's it called? Scourging. What's it called when you scourge yourself?
Oh,
Flagellation.
Yes.
Self-flagellation.
Thank you. Right, so ways of doing that without like crippling yourself or rendering yourself kind of unable to actually perform your duties. There's also designs for various, like, oops, we just lost Beth. Well, I hope she can still hear. Oh, good. Okay, no, you're back.
I can hear you.
There's also designs for metal contraptions, like metal and leather contraptions that you could like a ring that you could fit around your thigh and then strap it there such that like barbs are always jammed into your skin. So every movement is painful. So that's, I mean, there are manuals dedicated to this. There are also a number of manuals dedicated just to fighting with various weapon types. Where are we here? Here we go. Oh, perfect. This is what I was trying to recall. Right, pleasure is a crime, attaches the spirit to the body. Poverty and pain. The phrase that WeFlow says to you is that pain separates us from the enemy. True monsters are those who do not feel pain. Undead, vampires, werewolves, and deities. All those who prey on others. Pain is what makes us unique. Mark your brother's pain, know it well, and you cannot be deceived. And so there's an aspect of this that, sorry, this is a lot. If this is just like, no, Josh, we get the picture, just let me know and I'll stop. But there's a shapeshifters with a little bit of study can mimic a lot. But somebody who is crippled is very hard to mimic. Everybody moves in a unique manner when they are lamed in some way. And so while a shapeshifter could almost perfectly mimic anybody given long enough study, something like a doppelganger that can just turn into anybody and even read minds cannot quickly replace a member of the Death Watch because everybody is crippled in some way. And there are actually manuals for how to cripple yourself such that you do not reduce your combat effectiveness, but it does affect kind of the way that you move and operate. And you recall, right, in your first interactions with the Witchlight, that there was some serious malady with her spine or something. So there's whole manuals dedicated to that. But the basic, here we go. The basic commandments is thou shalt not seek to master death. Thou shalt not make death in the likeness of life. Thou shalt not consume whatsoever flesh as shall be raw or have the blood of life still upon it. Thou shalt embrace pain and come to know it as Father, Protector, and Lord.
It's kind of interesting because in a lot of like meditative techniques, pain is actually what keeps you in your body. It is the connection between the soul and the body.
3 days grace.
Good. So so you have manuals, real quick, of alchemy as well. So you studying these, you would know how to actually make oils of flame heart and blessing. It takes a lot of time that you don't have, but for future reference. Manuals of smithing for the improvement and modification of weapons and armor for the specific duties that the Death Watch get up to. You have manuals of arms on crossbows, longswords, bolas, and halberds. A character who studies those, practices them, preferably with a trainer, can actually gain feats with enough study. So if you're interested in crossbow feats, longbow feats, bolas feats, or halberd feats, feel free to study those. And then self-crippling without excessively damaging one's combat capabilities, ritual scarrings. She's not a cleric yet, so she doesn't know those oaths. I have parables. If you want to hear parables.
Josh, you know me, I always
I'm
deeply important to me.
How deep are you going, Shoji?
this is really fun. Actually, I'm probably the thing that would be of most interest is the smithing.
Yeah, it's most of the manuals are things. I mean, unless you want to cripple yourself right now, most of the manuals are not things that you could do immediately. But yeah, the
How does a rock cripple itself?
right for instance, somebody proficient in smithing tools could use the manuals to make some of these modifications to armor to like take your plate mail and add on a collar that would prevent a ghoul, for instance, from doing that thing that one did to you earlier, or a vampire from biting your neck.
That felt fantastic.
So you
Really
would
got
be
some few
able.
knots out. Now I definitely don't even ever have those knots again.
So somebody with that who studied that manual and was proficient in smithing tools would be able to modify armor like that.
So good to know that we have those available sometime.
Yep.
Yes.
So yeah, as you kind of take the books and move away, and Weeflo is like, well, no, there's this great parable about Edom, the first witch, and you're just kind of moving away with the books, like it's fine. No, I gotta do other things.
No, wait! The sermon's not over! I told you the commandments. You have to hear the rest of it. You still have to get through Numbers, Leviticus.
No, not numbers.
Slightly different.
Anything but numbers.
Good. So there's that. Okay. This whole time, Damya has been just lying very careful and still.
Can I have gone and just like sat with her and
Yeah.
because I didn't have anything to do for a while. Just talk to her.
As you do that, she doesn't have a lot of responses. Can you give me a quick intelligence check?
17 again.
17. You notice that her skin is a much darker shade. It has and it looks slightly desiccated. You can see her musculature very clearly through the skin, and it feels a little bit more like hard, less. Actually, kind of a little bit like Shoji's, but in texture and like firmness, but more just like the almost woody, if that makes sense, like a smooth barked tree or something. It's not like solid, but it's just a little harder, a little firmer. She does not look well. This matches you. You did not talk to anybody about this to any great length, and nobody really gave you a whole lot of details. But with the 17, you recall similar effects on anybody who breaks very serious Freeman oaths. It is reminiscent of some of the conversation that you've overheard or eavesdropped on in all of the time with the Freemans about what happens to those who break very serious oaths and begin down the path to becoming one of the faithless.
So I take it that her stats are down permanently.
Until she goes to the Empire and does atonement at the Oath Garden.
So I forget, we met her in Donaville, correct?
Yes.
Did she take any Freeman oaths?
Not that you know of. You met Damya when she basically came to you guys and said, "Hey, I hear you're heading on down the river to Onishur. I'd like to accompany you." And from what you know of your conversations with her, she is in the process of deciding whether or not to remain part of the Temple of the Moon Maiden, which would require her to become part of the Freeman Empire, as it is now essentially owned by the Empire.
Right. But to my knowledge, she hasn't taken the type of oath that this is the punishment for breaking.
I mean, not that you've seen.
Yeah. Is she talking yet? Or capable of speech yet?
I actually need to refresh my memory on what exactly certain stats represent. At the moment, she is not.
Okay. So I'll sit with her. And I'll sort of natter in that way that old ladies do. Like, when you're not responding, but they're just like, "Oh yes, this is when my grandson was like this, did this, and I'm just like telling stories.
Processing the trauma, just kind of talk.
And I'm knitting.
And you're knitting.
I'm sitting next to her knitting and just like telling her stories about, yes.
All right. Hours pass. Eventually, you guys head out to where the meeting place, where you find Constantine. Your watch kind of ends. You get to know some of the people in there better. You have a grand old time. Your stories are way better than theirs.
Sweet. Did I persuade any of them to come with me?
Oh, you're trying to persuade some of them to come with you?
Might as well. I want to do like a quick
describe. I want to get to a certain point here. How are you attempting to convince them to come with you?
I'll tell about all my stories and stuff, how grandiose my life is and how awesome it is. Like, look at all these scars. Look at this one that I just got.
Look at this one. You pull aside the bandage, and it's like, no, not that one. We're gonna.
You wanna
But
go
this one
like
over
a
here.
vampire with me?
How much? What do you tell them about what you're attempting?
I'm just gonna tell them that really what we're doing is extremely important and could very quickly quell this scourge that they've been dealing with. But I'm not gonna go into details unless one gets really interested and if they're actually in.
Okay. Are you telling them anything about
I'm
possibly
not
fighting
telling
a
anything
vampire?
About, I'll just say that ghouls are pretty mediocre, but what we're going after is a lot stronger.
Okay. Are you telling them that that thing is Samvelheim?
No.
Okay. Sure. Give me a straight persuasion check. You can use intelligence, wisdom, or charisma. I'm shortchanging you here on time, so I'll just
11.
allow you to kind of decide the character of
11.
how you're 11.
Yeah.
11. They're pretty set on. No, this is like I've got people here. I need to protect them here. That sounds great. You definitely. By the end of this, and you guys end up killing a few ghouls, kind of in your patrol. There's definitely a few encounters in there, and you like their dense line picket of crudely made spears, right? 5 people to 1 ghoul. They manage, and you're just kind of wading in and just lopping off heads. And ghoul, right? There's a ghoul on your shoulder gnawing through your armor, and you're just ignoring it, killing it. They very quickly realize you are way out of their league.
It's okay.
Okay. And so, we come to the assembly of Stake Team 666.
Nice. Super fast. Because we're right outside the compound.
Yes.
Is there like a messenger I can send in really fast to let Benji know ASAP that our codes are broken?
You could, except that the very first person there is Benji
Yay, I haven't seen my boy in so long.
and two other
So happy.
two other operatives dressed all in black leathers. Their blades have been soot-stained black. There's not a glint of light off of metal coming from any of them, despite kind of the torches nearby. So Benji and two of his blades.
As we're walking, could I have a quick conversation with the party?
Yeah.
Just to like reiterate the fact that the only reason we got the relics was because Samvelheim's daughter gave them to us. The fact that all of the guardsmen were countered by those anti-magic people, so probably don't have their reinforcements. And it's probably very obvious that Samvelheim knows exactly or has a good idea of what we plan on doing, as well as, well, if I found out about the code breaking. It should also be iterated to the party that there seems to be a lot of holes in what we plan on
Our
doing.
Security. Well, who have we actually told about the specifics of the plan, though?
Oh, and did the Death Watch ever get back?
Benji,
One, I think.
Hartrick and Karsus, the Freemans that you met with the other day.
Yes.
Actually, I think you met with Hartrick and Decker, but
Yeah, Decker.
who else? Oh, Benji brought 3 people. Hold on. And Fire Lord
Lord, we
Birdbones.
told him. But who's gonna talk to the kobolds?
Who's
let's be
gonna believe
honest?
it?
You sent Karina to deliver a message to the kobolds.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, who else is gonna go and, like, expect kobolds to be a threat, though, is the nice thing about
I
kobolds.
see. So I'm sorry, there is a 4th person here with Benji. So he's got his 2 guys, and then kind of hiding behind Benji a little bit, which is impressive because Benji's a halfling and this person is full human. Is like wrists tied loosely together, standing there kind of wearing a ratty, dark tunic that just kind of runs unbelted all the way down to his bare feet. Hair just kind of messed up, dirty face. Just kind of looking around is Econ.
Wait a minute. The little mage guy that we rescued?
Yes,
Aww. The food and water guy.
the food and water guy. The water boy. Yes,
Galena will, like-
Benji brought the water boy.
The water boy. Does it look like Adam Sandler? So Galena will make eye contact
So
with him, yeah.
Constantine is currently trying to poke holes in the party's plan, just kind of on the way to this
I'm
meeting
not
here.
Just bringing up points.
No, that totally makes sense. But the interesting question is, Samvelheim certainly knows that we're gathering forces. I'm answering you in character. I probably don't have to. He knows that we're gathering forces, but he doesn't know the assassination plan because we've only told the 4 people we just mentioned there. We've told Benji, whose name is not, at least as I can see, on the broken code list. Mine was, but I assumed I would use his code to send him a message. So Benji knows, the 2 Freemans know, and Bright Lord Firehands knows. Specifics.
I just want to reiterate that we could just go directly into a trap.
Oh yeah, totally. But it's gonna be me first, so.
And it's gonna be like, Jedi in the Coliseum.
It's entirely true. This is so true. So the one benefit is like, if it is a trap and he is fully aware, like, Veer is going in the first.
Right, but he's not gonna. Probably, I'm assuming that he'll allow you to go in.
If he knows the specifics.
If he knows the
that's
plan, then
yeah,
he's
if he
probably just gonna
knows
let
there's
you walk
one
in.
and then. It's an interesting question. But I could also, once we haven't figured out communication yet of me to the rest of this group here, like if we have a sending stone or something. But essentially I'm there to do the rogue thing of test for traps. That like if he has other people there, if he has, you know, something planned, hopefully I'll be able to say, don't come, like this trap. So he might let me in, but he'd still be alone, or at least I'd be able to tell there are other people with him. So it's an interesting question. But yes, we should go into this fully aware that it should be a trap.
You have smoke bombs.
I do have my bones.
Batman out of there.
We
I put
have
Batman out.
explosive. Okay.
Yeah. But I say, yeah, in this conversation, we should definitely include
Alright.
everyone involved. Like, this could be a trap.
Okay.
This is last ditch. Definitely.
So you guys arrive at the meeting place. Benji and his two knives are here. He introduces them as Mac and Hetch. And then you all already know Econ.
Galena will just, like, make eye contact and be like, does he really have to have his hands tied? I mean, she was his therapist.
That was entirely his fault.
Oh, I forgot about that.
He insisted.
Yes. Econ,
Yes.
how you doing? How you doing, bud?
I'm doing fine. It's good. It's good.
Great. And you want to come with us? You want to help?
Not at all.
Oh. Benji, are you making him do this?
Yeah.
But what use is a food and water guy on this?
Well, because if somebody starts casting nasty magic at us, nope. Slipping into George.
Ooh.
We're thinking Michael Caine, not Taika Waititi.
Look, he's got the ability to cancel nasty magic that someone's casting at us, and I don't have anybody else that can
That's
do that.
good.
And so he's coming along.
He does? I thought he only knew one spell.
On the spell. All right.
No, when you guys fought the people who had him in chains, he was the one counterspelling you guys.
Oh, that's useful. So I'd be like, Econ, you're gonna be really, really important to us on this, and this is to stop the people who hurt you.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna stop people from casting magic. It's good. I'm good.
She's just like, okay.
Next to arrive, Dorena obviously is coming. Galena's coming along. You have, Damian's up in the air at the moment. Karina is the next to wander in. Right, the kobolds, they aren't coming. They might have, but they decided that if they were going to, I had to give them everything I'm wearing and carrying, and I'm not doing that. So, as far as the kobolds are concerned, first plan is the one we're going with. I don't know what's going to happen if we fail to, attack the walls of the council district at the right time, but
Well, the traps are there, so at least that's useful.
are they? Yes. I don't know.
They're there.
I didn't see any.
I have, yes, we know from certain metagaming reasons that there are some traps there.
So help me God if those aren't actually there.
You also have Mary Charcer with you, who comes in from the Mayweather camp. She's one of the ones that you guys rescued from the nasty eye eater things. That's those ones. And last to arrive are 4 hooded figures moving. God bless them. They are not trained for stealth. 4 figures kind of walk into the circle of torchlight in full lockstep, like they don't even realize themselves that they're doing it, but they are all walking kind of in the same rhythm. And as they approach you guys, hoods come down. You recognize. I should have marked on here which one belongs to which. You guys met Hartrick and Decker.
Oh, Freeman's. Kill them first.
As well.
They go in the front.
As well as.
Frontline.
Touch the rock.
I'm gonna definitely be handing off NPC stat sheets to people
Give them
as
all
things
to
get
me.
really
Give
really
them
heated
all
up
to
in the
me.
end game here. She is not allowed to play any Freemans because she
Oops,
will
I
immediately
tripped
walk them off a cliff.
Over this cliff.
That's good God.
I failed my dex.
So,
Oh, this was a poison potion?
I
thought it was
mistook it
healing.
for a healing potion.
so you know Hartrick and Decker. Hartrick is the equivalent of a sergeant. She is the conductor of. I really should have written this down on their tokens. That would have been helpful. Doesn't matter. Oh, they're there. Good. Conductor of 4th File, 8th Legion, something cohort. Okay. You guys, Hartrick is 4th. Decker is 4th. Okay. The other two introduce themselves as Conductor Karsus and Terravancer Clusis.
So there are 4 or there are 3?
There's four Vremans, 2 Conductors, and 2 Terravancers, which you guys know are essentially the engineering corps. They are wizards who specialize in earth magic. So, as you guys kind of actually sit down to address Constantine's concerns, iron out the final plan, right? Almania kind of pulls out the portal stone. It's now just kind of sitting in front of everybody, and as you guys are all kind of circled around it, Benji's guys are just kind of in the shadows nearby, keeping watch.
So sorry to backtrace a tiny bit.
Sure.
But when we first arrived, we're just like waiting around for a few minutes for like Karina to turn up first.
Telling Benji
Can I
about
just
all
like
of that.
just like slip it into his hand? Like he's smart enough to know the
He is.
implications.
He looks at you quizzically, takes a look at it,
I just like raise my eyebrow.
looks at you again, looks at it, and then his eyes just go wide.
I just take his elbow, and the only thing I say is, "We can use this. You know we can."
He just starts sweating. He calls Mac in. Mac is going to be his stand-in for this following conversation. Benji goes right back into camp.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Vremans, their basic abilities, the things that they can do is, they also can cancel some spells if they need to. Not a lot of times. Limited ability to destroy, shatter, maim, destroy, blow up, etc. And they can move a whole lot of dirt.
No. Actually, that's intriguing with a vampire because can I ask a weird question?
Yeah.
They're unfamiliar with dirt. Big terramancers.
Sure.
Can they like essentially identify where dirt is from, or realize when it's been moved, or have some familiarity with that? Because with a vampire, he's been shifting his boxes of dirt around.
Yeah, you can. No, hold on. Yeah, you can. No, damn it.
Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, but okay, there we go. I'm sorry that's offensive, but that's how I. Yeah, I can tell where the dirt has been. If it's from nearby and I have lots of time to look around, and I could probably tell you. I mean, you look at a pile of dirt and you know that it's. I mean, that's just how it's there, or somebody shoveled it there, and. I mean, is that what you're asking? I'm not
I
sure.
don't really know what I'm asking. I suppose that this one of the few things we know about the Samvelheim, if he is indeed a vampire, which we're presuming, is he apparently has some sort of connection to his home Earth. He was shipping boxes of Earth that were somehow necessary to him, or at least had his own seal upon it. And I can think of no other reason except a vampire needs his home Earth. So I suppose I wondered if you could interfere with that in some way.
I did not know that vampires needed the home dirt. I don't know. I mean, I can tip the dirt over, I can scatter it around, I can turn it into a wall.
I suppose you could make it so that he couldn't rest in it.
sure. I mean, yeah, I could turn it into a latrine.
I like the sound of that. You also need to read Dracula. It's actually a really good book.
So what, you love?
Never mind.
Don't know this
Entirely consistent words, but love it.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a question. Are you able to locate dirt or like sense where it is?
Yeah.
No.
That can help us find it if we're in there.
That's a good point. Because we're trying to find like where Samvelheim's like asleep during the day. He's a creepy coffin.
Yeah.
No.
Never mind.
Ah.
In fact, at the very suggestion, he says.
Hold on, Beth. Is there a follow-up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, so Mary and Beth, you cannot see this. We have a message from our producer that Suave and Smooth is
Don't
donating
just say it.
inspiration to the first person who can make me say the words that are inside the quotation marks there on the screen. If one of you guys would like to tell them what the words are.
Fiddle faddle.
I can't see
Fiddle
them.
faddle.
Oh, you can. Okay.
That's his reaction to hearing. I can sense dirt. Oh, fiddle faddle. I'm imagining him with a mustache.
No Freeman will ever speak those words.
Who in your
I'm
world
going to make
would?
a character.
Actually, Shoji, I need
Just
to.
to say fiddle.
I need to backtrack a little here, because you wanted to talk to whoever came to get WeFlow. I need you to make a perception check.
Ooh. Hey. Come on, perception.
Josh, this is where I need to drop out.
You're gonna.
I mean,
off-
I've really
Okay.
been able to be much engaged because my internet keeps on deciding to hate me. But this is where I need to
Totally
head off for the night.
Okay.
We love you.
Okay. Love you guys
See you,
too.
Mary.
Bye. Love you.
Beth, what's the roll?
Perception. That's a 16.
You turn around, and when you look back, WeFlow is gone.
Oh.
Sneaky little jerks.
Kind of irritated, you wander around, kind of keeping an eye out for her, and when you return to where you were, so both cocked. It's coming again. There we go. When you return to where you were, where WeFlow was, this is a few minutes later, is a wooden stake on the ground.
Ooh.
Oh.
We got it.
Oh, I will take that.
You're not sure what the interaction was that happened. You don't know if this wooden stake is blessed or not,
Taste it.
but it's a wooden stake. So go ahead and mark on your character sheet that you have a wooden stake.
Blessed steak must taste divine.
I hope it's blessed. I hope it's blessed. All right. Oh, that's great.
Okay. So in this, as you guys are, so Benji has headed off into the Mayweather camp to make whatever plans or changes or whatnot that he can. Who's that would be Karsus. So I understand this plan. The only thing I do not understand is when we are all in position and you have somehow made it inside, how are you letting us know that it's time to leap out?
Yeah, I was actually going to ask Benji before he left if he has anything. 'Cause I assume the family would have had sending stones at some point.
Not sending stones. I think Grady. No, they don't have any. I don't think they have any sending ability because they could only talk to you guys when you did sendings to somebody in the family.
But we don't have anything like left over from the old days. Or
No magical communication.
magic communication. Okay.
That's what thieves can't.
Were you planning on how are you planning on getting in the compound?
I'm sneaking in. We've done it before.
Sneaky.
Yeah. I'm actually going to ask then Show How does your little bug thing work?
I have to be within 100 feet of it to communicate with it. So I might suggest. Wait, I don't remember who has sending. I know Amalia and one other person in our party. Maybe,
Damia.
maybe Damia goes with. Just to have a backup. I feel uneasy about Vera going in alone to begin with. Maybe having another person. I mean, it kind of does make sneaking harder, but I can cast Pass Without a Trace before you guys go.
True.
And wait, do you think it'll take more than an hour? Maybe I should go too. Just like
No, because I think like I don't assume it's gonna take more. If it takes more than an hour, I'm in trouble. So
Oh, okay.
how bad is Almania's stealth actually? That's an interesting question. Sorry, I don't have her sheet.
She has a +3 dex. She is proficient in stealth.
Oh.
I thought
Maybe
she
a
was.
+6.
Because she and I could be good team partners on that. She's also
She's
Why don't you guys just
also.
fly in?
I don't.
stupid Kenku. Can't fly.
She's not a Kenku.
I know.
They
Too many
can't
D&D bird
They
people.
can't fly or talk.
Yeah.
PCs. Where are we? Almania character sheet. Yeah, we're looking at a +5. Wait, why is your proficiency bonus only 2?
Should be 3.
Is your proficiency bonus not 3 yet?
Mine's 3.
Mine's 3.
Okay, so yeah, we're looking at a
Pretty
+6
good.
for stealth for Almania. So fairly stealthy.
Yeah, she's pretty good. So, why don't we just take Almania? If Mary's cool with that. Like, she and I can go together, especially if we're passed without a trace. Then at least we've got backup for each other.
Well, she's not here to say, no, I won't do that. So, sure, yeah.
Sorry, Mary.
We
You're gonna go on my suicide mission with me.
we need a code word.
This actually also works really well because you guys are about to do some portal jumping, and now I don't have to worry about Vera or Almania.
Yeah, the two of
Which
us.
is
can
just
sit
a
down.
huge.
Yeah, this is a better idea because then if one of us gets killed, we at least have somebody else to send the message.
Unless Almania is the one who gets killed.
I'm gonna keep her alive. It's gonna be my job.
Okay?
She's gonna carry the portal
Great,
stone.
you have the
and I'm
portal
gonna keep her
stone
alive.
with you. If you come into a dire, like really bad situation, maybe you could use the portal stone right there to bounce out and then like say, I need help, and then you could.
So that would leave Samvelheim this portal stone.
Yeah, that's the one bad thing. But then if we're dead, they would also have the portal stone.
I
That's
mean,
true.
I mean, if
But we wouldn't
you
be dead.
just take like one action to bounce back, and then we could all bounce through, you know. It could be useful, maybe. Yeah, it is.
It's an intriguing
is.
thought. Because
Alright.
again, they would have it either way, and I would prefer they had it with us alive versus they had it with us dead.
Right? Yeah.
I had not thought of that. If you fail, you have essentially handed the enemy the last hope of the city.
Yes. And if we fail, there is
Well, it's
no
gonna
other
end-
hope of the city.
Tomorrow, anyways.
That's true.
This is endgame here.
No, this is a plan I like.
Sure you do.
I just look at him like, can I do a quick insight check? Who's
Yeah.
talking, by the way?
No, this is Karsus.
Garces, is he the Terramancer?
No, he's the converter for this.
Yeah,
one.
can I do an insight? Like, is he really
Sure.
that like fatalist?
Yeah.
That's all I like.
I mean, you know what? I'll allow advantage just because he's not hiding anything at all.
It's a 23.
23. He absolutely loves this plan. Maybe not for the best reasons. You definitely see the light. You see a light in the eye of someone who is thrilled at the manner of the death in front of him.
He wants to go out in a blaze of glory. Fighting for
That's
a lost
cool.
cause.
really
And
That's
you
great.
look,
I
and
like
you
it.
look around, and
Oh, I'd kill him still.
every single one of these Freemans has that kind of same look in their face.
And I look at them all and I'm like, you know what? Just in my
Hey,
head, I'm
that's
like,
good. We can use it.
So, yeah, like, so do I at this point. Like, this is the Hail Mary.
Oh no, the mania spreads.
But we gotta have this attitude because, like, this is it.
Yeah. Okay. Is
The sending
there
message should only say this.
is there
By the
any
way.
final equipment? Is there any final equipment switching around, trading of items,
Oh, Lord.
making sure who has what or who should have this thing or that thing?
Oh,
Can I ask?
hey Vera,
Yes.
I'm sorry. I would like to share with Vera and the close people here. I don't know if it's blessed or not, but I found this wooden stake where witchlight has been. So if Vera might
Well,
like
I
that.
think that so Almani and I are going in not for the purpose of killing him ourselves, but just to open it up. So I would actually open up the portal. So I
Yeah,
would say
just to
that
open it up, okay.
you should hang on to it because you
Okay.
might be one of the few who's
We
actually
hold the weapon. Okay.
who's actually immune to a bunch of the crap that he could throw at us. So you might be the one. Like you probably can't be bitten.
I love that.
You might have to be in for the killing.
Oh
blow
no!
here.
Did I just share? I don't like that. Josh is writing something down. Did I just share like our reveal the fact that we have a stake to the enemy, the inner circle? Oh no!
It could be a private conversation.
Is there a
with me.
traitor in our midst?
Can I like insight check everybody?
Yeah,
to see?
I would have intended it to be that way.
Insight check.
Insight check. No, seriously, I am
Who's
watching.
panic
Yes,
aggressive?
I would like to
He's
do
made me
so as well.
paranoid.
The mania
Yeah,
of the
I
final
don't
strength,
want-
the last stand, quickly gives way to rampant paranoia.
Well, this is Vera we're talking about, and you know what? Mania
Well, in
and
light of what we
paranoia.
just found,
Mania and paranoia have driven her.
we know
entire
there's a
life.
traitor. We know there's.
Anybody who wants to can roll insight. You need to pick two other people around this small fire whom you would like to insight check. And this is the last.
Mexican
Well, no.
standoff, kind of.
Yep, everybody gets to
staring
pick
off at
two.
each other.
Yeah.
You got a ton. I mean, it's Almania, Vera, Shoji, Constantine, Galena, Dorina, Karina,
Mac and
Mary
Hetch.
Charcer, Benji, Hetch, Mac,
Benji's
Econ,
not coming.
Damia, the two Condritters, and the two Terravons.
Benji's not here.
Benji is not here.
I'm
Apologies.
looking at Mac and Hetch.
Okay, Mac and Hetch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
If there's one
Oh, that's
person,
not bad.
people that Vera doesn't trust, it's her own people.
Alright, give me the first one.
First.
Insight check.
Are we doing different ones for each person?
Yeah.
Okay. You look so offended.
Oh, interesting.
24.
24
Oh.
on Mac. Mac is one of those kids that it was always like, yeah, Benji, you can play with them now, but you're getting a little older and you want to start looking for like more powerful friends, people you can leverage, not street urchins. Mac has come a long way, and he seems confident, but something also has him a little bit rattled. Go ahead and give me Hetch.
Can I clarify something though about Vera with her recruitment?
Sure.
Like her whole thing is like, yes, you get the street urchins. Like those are the people you call today.
Right. As tools, less as like, you're my best friend.
But those are the ones you build the loyalty from.
Yeah.
Is her thing. The other guy?
Yep.
19.
19. Bored.
I like him. Anybody who's bored at this moment.
Constantine, who are you insight checking?
Wait, is Econ here?
Econ is here.
Okay. Econ. And
That's actually clever, right? Of everybody here,
he seems like the one really odd.
if you were gonna
He's the
put a
weird
spy in here, yeah, go ahead and roll insight.
15.
Barely keeping it together, just on the verge of a full meltdown.
I'm gonna keep my eye on him.
Okay,
So like anything that kid does, I want to know about it.
cool. Oh, okay,
To
yeah.
be fair,
So
he's
you're-
always like that.
You're keeping an eye
He's
on
always
him
like
kind of
that.
throughout this,
He's always
this
on the
next
corner, if not
thing.
being all there.
Okay, who else are you looking at? Just paranoia, just everybody.
We're just, yeah, it's this totally Mexican standoff. We're all just like,
Freemans I don't care about.
Yeah, trust that.
Fantastic. Why did I write fourth on all of them? No, you're third. Okay. So, Econe Hetch Mac,
Can I have insight?
Damia, you've got Mary Charcer, Karina, Dorina, Galena,
Mary
Shoji,
Charcer. I don't know who that
Mary
is. so
Charcer.
I'll-
Okay. She is just one of the only fully capable people that you pulled out of the ground.
7.
7.
Show can look at her too.
Very nervous, but kind of determined look on her face. Shoji, who are you inciting? That gives the wrong
Well, how many people are not in our party? Is there anyone else that hasn't been incited?
You don't know. This is just something has sparked paranoia in
That's
the group.
true.
No words have been exchanged, but like the budding camaraderie and like,
Flips over,
all right,
everybody-
hardening the point of the spear. We are the vanguard has now
That's
just
not the
dissolved
attitude.
into. No, I said budding. Like I felt like we were. It's like the Freemans are all like, yes, die in glory, and Vera's actually starting to like it, and then it was just like, wait a minute.
We didn't crush that
Is everybody
spirit.
who they think they are? So Shoji, just give me 2 names.
Okay, I guess I don't prefer the agreements either. Maybe one of the who's the person that we pulled out of the
So that's Mary Charcer. Okay, and who else?
and oh gosh. Can I just roll at random? Like whatever I roll, whatever I incite.
Sure.
So the other one's just,
Give
like,
me a
floating
D.
around.
Give me a D20 roll. Re-roll 17 through 20.
Okay. I got 19.
Re-roll.
4.
4.
17 through 20 you said, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're insight checking Mary Charcer and Constantine. Go ahead and roll for Mary Charcer.
Yeah, you look really sketchy. I was about to say.
I'm the one saying everyone should be paranoid.
Insight.
Crap, you all missed that I brought Yoshi in to play the spy so that nobody would suspect.
I did
Damn
that.
it!
I did that in Liz's game.
Go ahead.
You never know. You
I mean,
never
I did
know.
that. With,
Okay.
I did that with Jenny.
So,
So-
insight.
I was the villain of the whole game.
Really?
Liz's game. We never got it played out.
So that's an 18.
18.
Ooh.
The first
Yeah,
one.
Mary is determined, but very nearly pissing herself. Roll for Constantine.
Is
Definitely.
okay.
shady.
Is it from fear,
Shady.
or
Yeah, she is definitely.
is she like guilty nervous?
She is definitely afraid.
Okay.
Which means she's smart.
Oh, okay. That's a 9.
A 9. Constantine is here to have a good time. It's been just rocking so far. If he had a pipe, he would be smoking it right now.
He's the traitor. I just knew it. He's the traitor.
So good.
Constantine
I'm Oh,
is the
God.
guy who lights the cigar like just at the beginning. It's like screw the fat lady, just lighting the cigar. It's great. All right. So any equipment changing hands?
As we're sort of having last arrangements, can I go up to the kid who's a little rattled? Sorry, I can't remember if it was Mac or Hetch, the friend of Benji's.
Oh, yeah.
Which one was it?
Mac.
Mac. And I'm just gonna like put a hand on his elbow, sketch his tension. Just be like, look, son, this is a last stand. I'm not going to deny that. And you're smart enough to know that. I've known you a long time. But I've been through some last stands, and as you can see, none of them were quite the last, so... I can't tell you not to be frightened, but, we'll get through it.
I can't tell what you're trying to say. You kind of started hot like up here, and then you went down here, and
I'm saying that I've been through last stands before, and none of them were the last.
well, yeah. But if all due respect, if stories are all true, lost a lot of people on the way. So
I did, and I can't promise that any one of us aren't going to be among them. That's going to be worth it. And I mean myself too. I'm not going to throw anybody away, is what I mean.
you see him kind of laugh a little bit, like, yeah, right. Uh-huh.
It's something I would have done.
Look, I appreciate the efforts, but I'm here for your son, not for you.
I wouldn't have it any other way, because so am I.
Right.
Oh, can I go talk to Mary?
Sure.
All right, I'll walk up to her. I'll put my hand on her shoulder.
I like that my question was, are there any more tactical changes or
This is a
equipment
tactical
that you
change.
want to
This is
change
RP.
hands? No, I'm not complaining. I'm genuinely loving the fact that was like my question was like tactical and specific, and the response is, let's check in with our NPCs.
We're about to all die.
You walk over to Mary Charcer. Mary Charcer is she's very tired. She's eaten recently, but her cheeks are still like pressed in, bone structure all pushing out just from a long time of not eating well. But her grip on her boar spear is firm, and it looks like the chain shirt that you guys that she picked up when you guys left the tunnel and entered into kind of the Verminositor little substation there was too large for her, but your experienced eye definitely sees she has collected like belts and definitely like modified the armor and refitted it and just kind of altered some things, shifted the weight around in not an expert manner, but she knows how to wear armor. She knows how to use a spear.
All right. Well, Mary, looks like you put yourself together real well.
I'm sorry. What?
Your armor, everything. You're looking.
Oh, I'm so. I thought you. No. Yes,
I thought you were hitting
I've been in a scrap or two.
Well, now, I hope this comes off all right, but it's okay to be scared. But I want you to remember the stakes that are at hand. That's not a pun.
Don't you just have like a stake in her hand?
She does kind of. Sure, not a pun at all.
How many steak puns can we fit into next week's episode?
Looks like you ate
Count
enough.
them, chat.
Please don't. I'll start keeping it tally and
And
just
we
start
all
like
take psychic
subtracting
damage.
the number from your rolls. You've made 4 steak puns this session, so.
We can project that psychic damage onto our enemies.
But just remember what you're fighting for, and it's an opportunity to get back at those that have harmed you and such.
I mean, bare survival and revenge are, I suppose they're nice motivations. Honestly, I prefer fighting for the money. It's just way less stressful.
I will not deny that one. But at the same time, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of money around afterwards. We're killing a vampire in a compound full of treasures. So, I'm sure you'll find something, at least one memento.
I would never have to drive an ox again.
That's right. That's right. You could have one of those flesh-eating horses that we gallivant around.
Those are real.
Yeah? It's real. I could tell her a quick story of like how I used it to eat 7 faces off of my enemies.
Faces in specific.
Oh, that would be amazing. Oxen are just like, they're big and they're dumb and they're slow and they don't eat your enemies' faces.
Exactly. So, you're gonna need one of them horses.
You promise?
Sure. I'll help you find one.
Don't fuck with me.
I am not.
When we are done with this, I get a flesh-eating horse.
One shot.
Constantine and Mary's quest for the flesh-eating horse. I can see the headline.
She
now.
comes away from this conversation like she's 1,000 miles away now. Just her mind is clearly no longer on, you know, the doom that is clearly coming for you all, and very much like, oh my gosh, okay, petals. No, something fierce blade. No, too stereotypical, and just like wandering away, like naming her future flesh-eating horse.
Petals,
Please
the
say that
flesh-eating
it's
horse.
Petals. It's like Binky, Death's horse in this world.
Petals was what I named my bison in the first role-playing game I actually played it.
Aww. Petals is a great name
And
for
he
a
got
steed.
eaten by chaos.
Aw.
Rune Quest. Things happen. Okay. Benji returns looking harried. There are new lines on his face. He is definitely, even for a halfling, aging prematurely.
I have a potion for that now.
I think you promised it to Dorina, if I remember correctly.
I have 2.
No, you drank. You only had 2. You drank 1.
Did I?
Yes.
Fine.
I mean, if you didn't, give me that Constitution modifier back.
Fine.
Okay. Well, if that is all, did I get? I got everything. Oh, the one last thing is, at one point, kind of during the conversation, one of the Terravancers, Clusis, says, "Contritor, you need to come look at this." And you look over, and Clusis is like kneeling down next to Damia, whom you guys have just kind of like wrapped in blankets and made a pillow for her, and she's just kind of laying there. And after Conrad or Karsus kind of goes over and looks at her, looks back at you all.
What's wrong with her?
What happened?
She brought back our friend. But it looks like she's broken an oath, but I didn't know that she had...
No, tell me what happened.
Well, she cast Raise Undead, right? Or what was it?
Revivify. But we don't
She
know.
cast Revivify.
You said
Revivify.
raise undead, and he just pulls out a dagger and holds it over
We don't-
Damia. She did what?
Crushed, our friend was dead, and she crushed something and brought her back to life, and this is the reaction. I didn't know there was an oath against that, if she had ever taken any oath of that magnitude.
They must have... I think I understand. The components for that spell, I understand, are rare and expensive. The Commandant must have given it to her to use only for very specific reasons. And your friend did not fall under those parameters. This is permanent until she can get to the Empire. This cannot be removed. It is also very important that she do nothing else, or the effects will be irrevocable no matter what we do.
Do nothing else, as in...
I do not know what else she is bound by. If she breaks any other oath of whatever magnitude this was, or even just a few of lesser magnitude, she will become something else. She will cease to be.
Is she talking yet?
She's sleeping at the moment.
We haul her out of bed.
Yeah, you can.
Did she know this when she received those components, that she was swearing on them?
She has just kind of a 1,000-yard stare, and doesn't seem to be able to kind of move her own limbs. There is a lethargy and a hopelessness and just a lack of caring. Her speech is entirely monotone, but you manage to get out of her that she did not know quite what would happen, but she knew that she was breaking an oath.
I think, and I'll turn to the rest of the party. I won't do it in character, but I think that we should leave her behind because
Karsus looks at you. If you want to take her with us, I'm going to have to try and kill you. She is staying behind, or we're taking her and leaving.
but she's not this thing of which you spoke now.
Not yet, but again, I do not know the oaths that bind her. I do not trust her in this state to be able to fully deliver them. You do not understand the danger that her soul is in. She should be left behind and immobilized, and the rest, her components should be taken away. She is not coming with us.
For her own safety. She's not. For her own safety, I don't think she should come with us.
That's what I'm talking about.
Agreed. She doesn't look that helpful right now.
Okay.
If you're sending us back to Freed, Joshua, I'm coming for you.
Start working on my character right
So
now.
they can
Damia-
take her. They can take her to Bream.
Damia has a
We don't have to go. They can take her to
Bream.
Bream.
She's not coming with you guys, wherever else you go. We're just spitting off one shots left and right here.
We are.
Um,
Can she stay safely in the compound? Can I ask
yeah,
Benji?
Benji will. She has fully recovered from the Red Harvest,
Okay.
so. she's
That's an
fine.
interesting question, actually, I was going to
Oh,
ask.
okay.
Is Galena having been dead and returned to life through
Ooh.
Silverloon's magic, is she cured?
She is not.
Oh, come on.
She's
She's literally
Look,
been through the veil.
you die.
She
It
died.
doesn't mean like why would all of the bacteria and or whatever in your veins spontaneously die? And if
So
they
it's
did,
not
why
like-
would all of your blood not
Well,
do the
her
same?
wounds are gone. I mean, that's something that's different. That shouldn't actually logically make sense.
Yes.
Her, her
The-
perfect
the
skills, right?
The spell has undone everything that prevents her spirit from inhabiting her body. That's it.
Would the red moon qualify?
No, because it hasn't killed her. All right.
Sadness.
Who? So they definitely get Damia stowed away. That's bad. Where did her character sheet go?
Wait, is Benji coming with us on this thing?
You damn right I am.
No.
You do realize what happens if you die?
You do realize what I've been doing for the last 2 months or so since Gideon was quarantined.
Yes, running the family, looking after the compound.
Yeah. Do you know how much I hate that? Do you know how ill-suited I am to any sort of administrative abilities?
Do you know how well you've been doing?
The last remnant of my people are crammed, starving in houses, and are probably gonna die tomorrow.
But they're alive today because of what you have been doing.
Well, if I succeed at this, maybe they'll be alive tomorrow.
But do you have a lieutenant? Do you have a successor? I mean, what's...
Grady did most of the work anyway.
But is it...
Ma, I'm a field guy.
Yes, I know.
I'm not a MEPS guy, I'm not a strategy guy, I'm a field guy. Gideon got the brains, Grady's fucking spellcaster brains. Fuck with.
And like very gently cuff his ear when he swears.
Uh,
I don't hit it.
There is a
I just like
brief-
doing this.
There is a brief moment where he actually leans into it a little bit and his eyes start to close before he catches himself and waves the hand away. I'm coming, and you can't do nothing about it.
Well, you're the boss.
All right, well, that's it then, right? He points to the portal stone in the middle of the, just kind of this loose circle. Right, well, Chiz walks forward, touches it, and vanishes.
That's my boy.
This is the stat sheet for Benji and both of his. So both Mac and Hetch are the knife stat block in the bottom.
My boy.
Grace, if you would roll a d6 for me, please.
Oh, Lord of heaven. Okay. 6.
6. Reroll.
Fine. 5.
5. Benji is now right there. Okay, who's next?
Oh, jeez, I don't want to die getting old.
All right, Constantine.
5.
5.
We're gonna be together! Maybe. I don't know how his system works.
Who's next?
Oh, this is so funny.
Durana's like,
I'll go.
oh, wait, my friend.
Durina runs
Aw.
after Constantine.
6. You gotta
6,
roll.
reroll.
Big 5. Big 5. Big money, big money.
1.
Oh.
1.
Wait, what are we rolling? D6?
D6.
Yep.
To see where we end
Okay,
up.
so that's Durina goes to 1.
Oh, I got a 5!
Oh my gosh! She got a 5.
Okay, Shoji's on a 5. As Durina runs to the portal as well, Mary Charcer goes, "No, my horse!" and runs. If you would roll a d6 for Mary Charcer as well.
A 4.
Oh, she's all
4.
alone.
Okay.
My horse.
Shoji. Okay, I've got you on.
Pedal.
Shoji, I've got you on
Did a great
5.
carnivorous horse playing stuff.
Okay. If you would roll for Vera actually.
Vera's not going.
Oh, I'm sorry. Vera and Omanya are staying behind. If you would roll for Galena, please.
1.
Jenny, if you happen to be watching and you want to roll for Karina, just give me a number
Let us
here.
know.
I'm sorry, what was the number for Galena?
1. So
1.
she's going to wherever. Who's the other person went to 1?
Durina.
Okay. I love how poor Mary is the only one who's alone at this moment. The scared one.
She's not scared anymore. I cheered her up.
Karina. Oh, I don't have a printed sheet for her. I'll have to get one for next week. I'll go ahead and roll for Karina.
4. She's not alone.
Karina. Okay, 4. Going with so Karina and Mary. Damia is remaining behind. In order, Mac, Hetch, Econ.
Mac.
Oh man, I'm not watching.
2. All alone.
Mac is a 2.
And Hetch. 5 with the rest of the gang.
Jeez. Everybody's going there. Okay.
And poor
Econ.
flippin' Econ. You gotta roll for Econ.
Ow.
Poor little dude.
Come on, bro.
5, 5,
5!
Yes! The poor little baby
Cool.
man.
This is gonna be fewer. Like now we go to this group. Now we go than I expected.
Got a gang.
As soon as he gets there, I'm just gonna hold.
All
I
right.
love the most hopeless one ends up with the group. I'm so happy.
If you would roll 2 more, you can do the Terravancers here. Go ahead. Clusis first, Decker second. I'll roll for Karsus. Karsus goes to 4.
Clusis goes to 3.
Clusis goes to 3. Partrick.
So does the other one.
Partrick
Oh.
goes to 1. Decker also goes to 3.
Yeah, Clusis and Decker
Together.
both at 3.
Okay. I think that's everyone. According to my math right here.
Damia.
No, Damia is definitely not coming. Is that everyone? Okay, cool. Mac.
Mac the knife.
Yeah.
Mac the knife.
I mean,
famous criminal.
that
Mac
is-
the knife. That's hilarious.
Is it really?
Yeah. Mac the knife was a famous Chicago gangster,
Mac the knife.
and you named him Mac, and he's the knife.
Mac was
Any
just like
Chicagoans in the house?
a name. All right, cool. Mac, you.
Yes.
Okay.
Please tell me I'm on the coast with the little fish man with the stick. That's my favorite.
It's crickets.
You walk forward. Benji told you that. I mean, this is the. You all touch the. It's okay. You go forward. You touch it. You feel like your existence gets like stretched and rolled out, and then like set on fire, and then suddenly all of that sensation is gone, and you're left kind of disoriented and reeling, and you are standing in utter blackness.
Do I have like matches on me or anything?
Yeah, you would have something like a torch.
I'll light up a torch.
Okay, so you take a minute rummaging through your pack, listening carefully, pulling out a torch, striking the flint, and as the torch kind of into just blew, all of the tokens went flying. Mary went with Karina. Okay. I'm gonna take a picture of this right now before I do that again. My sound effects have blown my map all out of whack. All right, there we go.
Okay, Josh.
Yeah,
Josh, I'm sorry to do this in the middle of the chaos, but I gotta get going.
that's fine. You are with. We're gonna bounce around for a little bit until we hit 9, or everybody ends up in the same room. So. All right, thank you, Beth.
All right, great. Okay. Thank you everyone.
No, I'm too short.
Mac, like, you look around, you are in kind of a small pocket of rock, and directly in front of you is just an opening out into blackness, but from out there you can hear the distant sound of waves.
Okay.
To the left and the right, tunnels have been torn or burrowed out of the rock that lead just kind of down in that direction, slightly up in that direction. As you look around, there's a burnt out fire space kind of in the middle of this little pocket, which is about 6 foot in diameter. You're a halfling. It's plenty of space. But you look on the wall, and it looks like the stone has been just crudely scraped, like kind of smooth, and a figure, this very crude like painting on the wall. Just a figure with just like a red face. No real features. And just kind of like a green, almost triangular body. It's definitely like humanoid-ish, but it's more like just an abstract, like shapes, colors representing some kind of humanoid. Along the wall, just at the bottom, are fish bones, small silver coins with strange markings that you've never seen before, a few knives and spearheads carved from bone, and several pieces of just colorful coral that have all just been like laid out by the wall underneath this weird painting.
It is the little guy with the stick spot. So happy.
Okay.
This is a long time ago in the campaign, guys. I have very faded memories of this.
There is also a 3 foot long. Oh, I see. There is also in this room 2 skeletons of some kind of small, well, actually, a creature roughly your size with bizarre musculature. And a spine that is fused to the skull, and that just kind of like slopes over the top.
Poor little lizard people. I'm going to realize I'm in the wrong spot, probably.
Okay.
I'm going to wait and just be looking at the pylon if someone else comes through, but I will also get a hold of them coins.
Okay. You pick up the coins. You wait about a round. You don't see anybody else come through, and you collect the coins. Go ahead and mark down that you have 7 electrum. But you also hear a rustling from kind of one of the other tunnels.
Don't like that. Can I go back to the pylon and ditch it?
You can in just a moment. As you kind of freeze, you've been like putting the coins in your like clink, clink, clink. You hear the rustling. You freeze. You wait, and in just kind of the torchlight as the torch sitting on the ground next to you, you turn and look at one of the tunnel entrances, and a huge shape of feathers and horns comes exploding out towards you.
I dodge it and run for the pylon.
Cool. First one definitely hits. Oh! Alright, cool. And this huge creature with a, like almost a deer's head with these huge stag horns, but massive eagle wings and a beak coming out of the face, comes launching towards you. The horns slam into you and pin you up against the wall, and then as it rears back and tries to slash at you, it kind of slips on one of those skeletons and falls to the ground. You take, 12 points of piercing damage, and then you run to the pylon and smack your hand on it. Give me a d6 roll.
3.
Okay, so you're there, which means a 3 would take you.
Oh wait, no, he has a whole string of weird permutations.
You run, slap it again, stretched out, on fire, boom! Vera and Elmania, as you guys sit there, as everybody's just left, Mac just kind of appears, oh fuck, and smacks it again. Okay.
I was about to say I smack his ear once. That's the only thing he said.
Terravancers, Decker and Clusis.
Me, can't I play?
You can play one of them. That's fine. You
no,
guys.
I will murder them, don't let me
You
play.
guys find yourselves in a small pocket in the earth. There's another pedestal just like the one that you guys just touched, kind of broken and jutting out of the ground. There's a bunch of crystals in here and then a small cleft in the side that leads up. This is definitely not the place that you guys were supposed to go.
Fancy meeting you here. Yeah. Shall we? Okay. We'll slap
All right,
him again.
time to get out of here. Go ahead and roll for Decker first.
Decker's going to 5.
Decker's going to 5.
Might not be the same
Which
5
might
as
not be
everybody
the
else
same
is
five,
in.
And Lucis is going to 5.
Woo! These two are just
Cool.
going
We're
to the
gonna
hip.
we're gonna do this one immediately. Both of you pop out to just a storm of feathers and horns, and there's
Oh,
a
no.
very angry-looking, four-legged. What is a periton? I forget the combination of
It's a dice,
things.
yeah.
It's like a stag, eagle, lion thing.
Wait, Pterodon?
Go ahead and roll initiative real quick.
Don't.
Never mind. You guys go first. What are you doing? Rolled a 1.
It trips and breaks its own face on
It
the
continues
wall.
to slip on the skeleton,
Like,
creating skates that it
The
now
Looney
just goes
Tunes
off.
game.
I mean, it's getting madder.
Da, 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 da,
Uh,
da, da, da.
I don't think this is the right place. No.
Yeah, we should go.
Yeah.
All right. First for Decker.
Decker's going to 2.
2
Decker's going to 2 from.
and 4.
No!
No, they split up.
Wait,
The
that
dream
doesn't make any
team.
sense. You can't go to the same place from this place. So what's missing? So you're in there. We've got Almania's.
Oh.
We've got that one.
Broke the code.
We've got that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, what am I missing? We've got that. Oh. Excellent. Okay. So where did Decker go? Decker went to 3.
Decker with the 2.
I'm sorry, 2. And where did Clusis go?
4.
Sweet. Okay. Clusis, you into a room, 5 perfect pedestals in a circle. Galena and Darina are both sitting there, like, okay, good. At least some other people got through. And so you guys, you three are where you were supposed
Is
to
this
be.
where we're supposed to be? Okay.
Okay. Mary,
But you are.
Karina, I'm sorry, somebody else ended up here.
Mary and Karina are
And
together.
Karsus. I'm sorry, that was Clusis. Okay. If you want to run Karina and Mary,
Cool.
and you want to run Karsus, Mary, you were the first one through. Maybe I won't screw this. And I need a dexterity saving throw.
Great. I don't have her stats, but oh, it was a 17, natural 17.
Oh, you don't have stats? You appear just in space. And you immediately start to plummet, but as you flail around, you just manage to grab onto some kind of stony ledge, and you are just hanging. As you kind of look down, in the light from several fires that are just scattered throughout this area, dotted among these massive ruins. Just huge, this is my favorite term, Cyclopean stonework, massive megaliths just all over the place, are little fires, and dancing around some of them, butchering meat around others, fighting and scrapping all over the place. You see dozens of goblins just living the goblin life of a late summer evening. Karsus.
Yeah.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
He's gonna fall into a pit of goblins. Oh no!
I don't know, but I rolled a 7.
A 7. Okay, Mary, as you are hanging there trying to get your bearings, you hear, "Ah, shit!" and Conduitor Karsus plummets past you. Karsus,
I said that Freeman would fall off a cliff. And a
you
Freeman fell off
take
a
12 points of bludgeoning damage as you slam into the ground. And about a dozen nearby goblins go, "Hey! Shh! And just kind of start creeping over in your direction. You're in complete darkness, but you can see they're backlit by various bonfires all over the place. You can see them creeping towards you. Karina, dexterity saving throw.
Her stats I also don't have. She rolled an 11, but her dex should be good because she's a rogue.
Yeah, there is a possibility that her modifiers are enough to hit the target number. Karina, dexterity save. She rolled a what?
11.
She has a +7, which is the DC.
Whoa.
Whew. Mary, as you're hanging on there, you suddenly feel like a vice around your waist as Karina appears and goes, "Huh!" and grabs onto you. So you two are hanging from the top.
Leave the Freeman. I
Karsus,
said he fell
you're on
off
the
a
bottom.
cliff, and he fell off a cliff.
You two can't see anything kind of up or near where you are, and I need all of you three to roll initiative. Add 4 to Karina's and 1 to Mary's. And Karsus add 2.
21.
Did I not give you?
No, I don't have cards.
I'm sorry. Here you go. So Karsus is the Imperial Conduitor. There you go. Okay.
10 for Karina, 9 for Mary.
10, 9, Karsus.
21.
21. God.
You might survive falling off a cliff.
Re-roll because they rolled the same thing and their dexterity mod is the same.
That's gonna be 7.
Cool. Bunch of goblins, all covered in like blood, fresh blood, all carrying like pitted, rusted cleavers, kind of see you. Finally, kind of in the darkness, their eyes adjust from looking at the fire, and they'll go, and just kind of start running at you. 6 goblins are going to make attacks. Where's my plus? There we go. +5. There we right. 17, 15, 24. Does a 15 hit? Converter?
No.
Okay, so 2 hits. And then 2 more.
Ouch.
You are buried in chopping, screaming goblins.
This is what you wanted.
It is kind of. I might have to admit that. The goblins are just, the cherry on top. I just
Yeah.
like the cliff.
You take 21 points of slashing damage.
Jeez. I
Not that mean. I don't want him to die.
It's your turn.
scream and yell for my mom.
Oh.
Mother.
Mulder.
Where are you?
Mulder.
You yell that, but what everybody else hears is, "For the glory of the Empire!"
Can't we have a little humanity?
I pull out my short sword.
Okay.
And let's see. Wait, I can do this. That doesn't seem to be. Wait. Oh. All conscious, breathing citizens. Okay. Well, I suppose it'd probably be better if I start shouting and using. Start shouting and saying, "For the glory of the Empire, we will prevail!" And I cast Stand Fast and give myself 2d8 of 2d4 temporary hit points.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
Live, damn you!
It's one.
4 extra hit points. Okay, he's not looking good.
Oh no.
But covered in goblins, I don't think anyone's gonna be looking good.
Okay. I think that's a bonus action.
It says action.
Oh, it's an action? Okay.
Yeah.
That is your action. Karina and Mary.
We're gonna try and climb up this cliff face. We can help each other out.
Okay, go ahead and roll a...
Can we make it Dexy instead of Strengthy? I don't know what Karina
It's
has.
way more strength right
Yeah.
now. Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Karina have anything like a grappling hook on her or climbing equipment?
No.
She might. Okay. I don't know her stats, but
So go ahead and roll athletics for her.
natty 20.
Oh, Mary. She just kind of... And then abruptly the weight is gone. Roll a d6.
She wants that horse.
She really wants 2.
A 2. Karina, you appear in front of a storm of angry feathers and beak and horns.
I smacked the pylon again.
Okay, 1 hit.
We don't roll initiative on each other?
I mean,
Can I be faster than that?
2 things have just gone right through this, and now it's just sitting here waiting. So you take... Oh, I'm sorry, it's a d8. You take 8 points of piercing damage.
I don't have her sheet.
Okay. Oh.
I mean, I don't really know where to put that.
Karina. -8. Okay.
I don't feel like she would have left Mary hanging, literally, though.
She also can't see anything.
No. But she would have felt her, but she was on her.
No, I know. But as you're climbing up the cliff, you guys do not know where the exit stone is.
Oh, so she just, like, smacked it.
Give me an athletics check for Mary.
Cool. A 5.
A 5. Cool. Mary,
But her modifier is, like, 12, so I don't see what the problem is.
you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as you land on a goblin who also takes that damage and immediately dies.
I don't know what her stats are either.
She's a commoner.
Oh, she's gonna die.
With only some changes. She has... Where's that?
She's gonna come to you and we're just gonna brave our way out of here. We're gonna murder all these goblins single-handedly.
She has 15 hit points.
Out with this guy's stats.
Oh,
But otherwise, she has a +2 to attack rolls, a +1 to dex things, and that's it.
Okay.
So Shoji is there, Hatch is there, Karina's here, Karsus is there. Jesus. Everybody freaking ended up
Wait,
there.
Jesus is here?
So, Mary and...
The wheel on these damn
Where'd Clusis
portal
go?
stones.
There you go. Mary and Clusis, it is... it's Goblin's turn.
Doesn't
Cool.
it laugh in like made up worlds where they use words like that? It's like, that doesn't make any sense.
There's 6 of them.
Why is there champagne?
2 attacks against
This is
Mary.
France. Actually, read books like that. Like, really
Mary.
champagne.
You take...
Immersion broken.
I'm gonna die because I have 7 hit points.
With a hit and a natural 20, you only take 6 because I rolled like 3 ones. That should not be. Wait, hang on. That's not possible. 2 hits is at least +4, and then 4 from the nat 20 because you. I'm sorry. You
Yeah.
take 9 points of damage.
Yeah.
So you are down.
I'm sorry.
3 attacks against Clusis.
His AC is 17, by the way.
Well, it's also a natural 20, and then a 23, and then a natural 1, and then a 23.
Because obviously the 1 cancels out the 20. So that works.
You take 4, 6, 10 plus.
Yeah, he's dead.
You take 18 damage.
Yeah.
Aw.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Mary. You were very brave.
Okay.
Oh, that one shot.
What? She is now running in a field of carnivorous horses.
Decker, Hartrick, Constantine, Shoji, Ekon, Hetch, and Benji all are crammed into this small pocket in the stone. There is just a sheet of water pouring down, covering wherever this opens out into. And then there is a very narrow tunnel that heads up and out.
So we're just like all stuck on each other?
Yeah, you guys are all kind of tangled in here.
Guys,
Definitely not where you need to go.
Group hugg's supposed to be after we win.
Benji is just gonna be like, oh, and just hit the pylon immediately.
Okay, Benji, give me a d6.
1.
Okay, you guys are right there. 1. Cool. Benji, you appear right next to Mac and Elmania and Vera.
Yeah. Mac already went back through though.
True, give me a d6 roll for him.
5.
Oh, so we just showed.
Well, they're all different.
As
depending
you
on-
guys are all disappearing out of here, you see Mac go, hey, no, shit.
This would be like a Three Stooges routine if it weren't like threat of imminent death. in
Give me
some of these
two
places.
2d6 rolls, give them to me in any order. 2d6 rolls, give them to me in any order.
3 and 5.
Okay, give me 1 second. All right, you're all right here. Oh dear. Okay, 4 and 4. All right, Vera, first one.
1 and a 5.
Oh god. Okay. Constantine.
3.
And what's the second one?
5.
And 5.
A lot of us are ending up.
I need Karsus, Constantine, and Ekon to all roll dexterity saving
no.
throws.
Jeez.
This is the only place back in episode 6 or 9 or whatever it was that nobody ever went to.
So 15 for Constantine.
Okay.
Who else am I rolling for?
Or econ.
Oh, Econ.
Yep, Ekon.
You rolled a 7.
Okay.
Can I attempt to catch him?
And Constantine.
He
Constantine
did
did 15.
Oh, and Karsus.
Oh, Karsus.
Oh no.
2?
All 3 of you plummet. Each of you crushing a goblin, leaving only 2 who are currently like about to just dismember Mary and Crucis, and now look at just the 3 new people who have just plummeted down and crushed 3 more of them. And they're gonna take us. There's only 2 of them. They can each take a swing at you. Constantine, 22. These are the ones that can hit you. You take 6 points of damage. And we'll go Econ because he looks weak. 7. Miss.
Our boy,
Okay,
you know,
Constantine,
has his moments.
you jump in front of Econ and take the brunt of the blow. You 3 are there. Constantine, Econ, and Karsus. The bodies of Mary and Terravancer Clusis
Are we dead?
are on the ground.
Are they dead?
Do you want to take a minute and check?
Well, first, can I just like make an intimidating roar?
You may
See if
make
I
an
can try and get them
intimidating
to
roar.
scare.
Sure. Roll an
Roll
intimidation
to- yeah,
check.
roll.
Hold up my sword and just scream at the
I
top
have
of my
come
lungs.
for your for your territory, for your
babies.
lands. I've come for your infants.
That would be. It's intimidation, right?
Yep.
That would be an 18.
Ooh.
An 18. These 2, with the other 4 just dead, kind of and run off. But hoots and whistles and calls now erupt through this area. You do not know how many goblins are nearby, but it is hundreds.
Let's get up this cliff face.
I'm gonna run to scoop up Converter, Karsus, and Mary, and I'm gonna hold them and look for the stone.
This is Constantine?
Yeah.
Okay. The converter will take Clusis. There's no way in hell Constantine can climb a sheer cliff face with carrying 2 people. Carrying 1, you may make an athletics check with disadvantage.
What does it mean?
Actually, you know what?
Wait, I'm a remarkable athlete.
Oh, what does that mean? That means if
running
you're not
one
proficient, you can add
plus
half
2.
your proficiency bonus to it.
Oh, it says add plus 2 to it.
The Vremans do have climbing gear, so actually, if you would roll with advantage for Karsus, he might be able to set up a line for the rest of you to get up.
Okay.
He rolled a 16 plus.
This is athletics.
I don't know what his athletics is.
Doesn't really say.
Oh, plus 6, so it's a 22.
Oh.
22. Okay, yeah. Karsus working very quickly, just climbing up, occasionally looking out, hearing the hoots and calls, and just moving faster, just driving Pittons into this stone. Manages to give you all like hand and footholds up, runs a rope down, and then abruptly his voice stops speaking from above. Give me a d6 roll.
We made it. This is also gonna make it easier, more of a
I mean, it's
small
pitch
knack.
darkness up there, so
4.
nobody. 4. All of the Vremans are now in the place. Except for the
Life choices.
unconscious one. Okay. So you guys have 2 unconscious bodies. Constantine, if you now just want to roll... no, I'm sorry, you don't have to roll because you've just got that
Just
thing.
climb up, right?
Yeah. So which one do you want to take, Mary or Clusis?
I have to pick one.
Yeah. You still need at least 1 hand free to climb. It's a sheer cliff face,
Well,
and there
I
are
have
things...
teeth. Come on.
You want to risk a roll? Or you want to just take 1?
No, I want to hold one in my teeth.
Like
And then
a
I
little
can use-
lion cub,
You want to do this?
like a
He's
kitten.
got a strength of 20. He can do this.
Roll an athletics check.
I didn't see anything. Come on.
You saw nothing.
I got an 8.
Cool. 8 more goblins in the time that you're trying to like, no, I got him. I can take. Econ is like, I might be able to take. You look at his just scrawny frame. You're just like, no.
Get up there, boy.
You get halfway up. Econ is trying to climb behind you. 8 more goblins have appeared. Only 2 of them have ranged weapons, though, so they'll take shots. 1 at you. 21. 1 at Econ. Yeah, both of those hit. So Constantine, you take another 5 points of damage. Econ takes 8 points of damage. Econ down to not a lot. Okay.
Climb faster.
But after that, you and Econ manage to make it kind of up to the top and scrabble around. Give me a D roll, 6 roll for Constantine.
Constantine ends up at 2.
Constantine's at a 2.
Horns and feather.
Okay. And Econ, D6 for Econ.
Ends up at 5.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Constantine, here at this place. There we go. 5. Okay. All right. With nobody in. Oh, well, except for Shoji, Constantine, and Karina, who are all facing the Feathers of Fury. Go ahead and roll a real quick initiative for them, for you guys, and I'll roll for the
Constantine, I
bird.
can do for Karina. Who else is there?
Wait, did I end up with a-
Just roll. It rolled a 4.
We got bad news.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, Constantine. Roll for Shoji now.
8.
8. Okay, go ahead and roll a D6 for Karina.
4.
Okay, you guys are here for. Karina makes it to the main room. Shoji, D6.
Okay. 2 6. Ah! 4. 4. She's also in this spot.
Benji, Hetch, and Shoji are all back at the original spot with Vera and Elmania.
Oh wait, with us? Okay.
Constantine.
Has
Woo!
nobody arrived at the actual spot they're supposed to be yet?
They have, just not many. Constantine, you get hit as the this huge creature just starts ripping into you with talons. You take 10 points of piercing damage. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay.
He's a
Peachy.
tank.
All right, and roll a d6.
Start doing that like southern mumble where it's
Stupid damn plan. All right, so you're there.
Who came up with this?
Okay, now with nobody in immediate combat danger, we're gonna go ahead and call it. We will finish this up next session. If you join us next time, we will continue to bounce around here. Nobody got butchered by goblins yet.
You're
but
welcome.
We will try to get everybody into the room that they need to be in. We'll take a long rest, and then Vera and Almania will attempt to infiltrate the mansion of Artyom Samvelheim, Vampire Lord, General of all forces in Onisher.
Seems appropriate. It's
And
the only
then we're
two
gonna
OG.
try and gank him. So join us next time. But in the meantime, join Becca and crew on Monday as they continue playing Call of Cthulhu Horror on the Orient Express. Check out our website at iconicproduction.wordpress.com, where you can find, we've got all kinds of podcasts and social media stuff. You can find all of that there. What else? Check out my friend's YouTube channel, The Modular DM. He makes taverns and dungeons, walks you through the whole process, and then invites you to just steal it and use it in your own campaign, which is awesome. And I mean, as a DM, that is just, those are the people on the internet that I love, because it's just like, great, I don't have to build this whole thing. I just tweak it, and it's wonderful. So check that out. Again, that's the Modular DM. And finally, if you're in the area of Colorado Springs, check out Petrie's Family Games. If you are not, support your local game store, but if you don't have one, Petrie's Family Games has an online store, and you should use that and order things from them. And I think you can see some of their stuff on the stream or Twitch. I never actually understood that line in the promo. But it's there. Look it up. Petrie's Family Games. Am I missing anything? I'm so fried.
Jim.
I think we're good. Okay. If I forget a promo, I'll do it twice next time. That's a bad idea. Anyway,
repeating it.
we hope to see you next time. And until then, we hope that you stay happy, healthy, and safe. Have a wonderful evening. Cheers.